Hello. Hello. Hey, Manders. Hey, Courtney's. Hey, Vixen. Hey, Mr. Finch. Hey, Big Red. Hey, Dragon. How's everyone doing? Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Okay. Hope everyone's having an absolutely wonderful morning or afternoon, depending on where you are. This is the 4th of July stream. This is going to be good. Let's go ahead and get TikTok in here. I think this is going to be a really, really good, interesting, I guess that's a better way to put it. This is going to be an interesting stream. I think this will be a really, really interesting stream. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get this thing started. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, Tyler. Good morning, Leaky. Good morning, Malia. Good morning, Mandy. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. All right, let's get the other TikTok in here. We'll go ahead and get started. Guys, as we get in, if you don't mind, tap the screen, share the live, send your daily heart me. It's only one coin. It will boost the live and push us out to the FYP. Also, if you could share the live to your stories, that would be awesome. Please, please, please share the live to your stories and share the live to your FYP. That's way, way, way more beneficial and important than way more beneficial. I hate when it does that. Than sharing it out to like a bunch of random people. I'm good. How are you? Hello. What up, Neve? So, guys, this is our 4th of July live. This is a special 4th of July live, and it's going to be an interesting one. It's America's birthday, right? It's America. It's the 250-year birthday of America. And you know the funny thing about the 250-year birthday of America, what it's actually brought us? It's brought us a couple of different things. It brought us the fact that we need to deal with some stuff. This is our life. This is our duty. This is the things that our country needs to come to grips with. One, Republicans don't care about our vets. Facts. Just facts. Globalism. We need to cut the United States military budget. Hey, thank you for that. Thank you. Patriotism. Patriotism looks like abolishing the United States Constitution. Current government, lock up Trump, lock up his admin. They're criminals, they're crooks, and we got to hold them accountable. And last but not least, reparations. Reparations for indigenous people and for Black people. This is how we actually make America great. These are the actual responsibilities and duties of our country. These are the absolute things that we have to deal with. No ifs and nor buts about it. So I'm excited about the opportunity to have a conversation with a couple of different people about this. If you disagree with anything on the background or you're a Trump supporter, get in the box. Get in the box. We're going to go ahead and get the debates going here in just a moment. But if you're friendly, do all the wonderful things, right? Tap the screen, share the live, send your daily heart me. Hey, thank you for the fireworks. It's only one coin and we'll boost the live and push us out to the FYP. I'm going to keep resetting the daily gift goal to the little 1 cent gift goal. 1 cent gift goal. That will help boost the live as well. Keep doing all the good things, guys. And you know how we do. Let us get active.
Yeah, funny how it changed now. Same people that laughed at clips, studying the clips now. Everybody got opinions till the facts land. Everybody loud till they gotta take a stand. Every stream feel like somebody betting they pride. I seen fake scholars fold in real time. Now they screenshot takes, run around and remix it, and pull up thinking somehow they can fix it. Nah, you stepped in the wrong room, donut. This ain't rage bait, this pressure. Patriarchy, race, class, labor, healthcare. I don't do surface level, I peel layers. And every time they think they got me cornered, numbers go higher. Chat flyer, mods working, crowd waiting. Somebody finna get cooked tonight. Welcome to the ring now. Yeah. You talk big till the facts come out. Slap nuts, sit down. Oh. Welcome to the ring now. Yeah. Got the whole chat screaming when the logic break down. Yeah. Welcome to the ring now. You ain't built for this smoke. Y'all slap nuts ain't got milk for these donuts, so pipe down. Yeah, you might drown. You don't want war with the king right now. I don't debate for applause, I debate for the record. Every false claim get dissected and severed. You rehearsed outrage, I studied the structure. Difference between noise and somebody with substance. You quote tweets, I quote policy. You want moments, I want honesty. You want ego boost and virality. I want mutual aid and stronger communities. That's the difference between you and me. See the problem? Different type timing. You came for clips, I came for alignment. Capital this, socialism that. Half these dudes can't define what they yelling in caps. Talking about free market while wages collapse. I watch your pivot arrive, I make it visible live. But this ain't never gonna be a place where evidence dies. You came all the way to be Santana for internet rep, while the whole chat waiting to see who got checked. Next, welcome to the ring now. Yeah. You talk big till the facts come out. Slap nuts, sit down. Welcome to the ring now. Yeah. Got the whole chat screaming when the logic break down. Yeah. Welcome to the ring now. You ain't built for this smoke. Y'all slap nuts. Got milk for these oats. Donuts. So pipe down. You might drown. You don't want war with the king right now. Hey. Yeah. Welcome to Sparring with Santana.
Welcome.
Bring your sources or bring excuses, whatever. Doesn't really matter either way. You're about to get cooked. You should know who I am by now. What?
Hey. Guys, welcome in. This is Sparring with Santana, one-on-one debates with Trump supporters or anyone that disagrees with anything on the background in America. This is your birthday. This is you. This is your life, and these are your duties. Guys, we have to talk about it. So if you are someone that supports Donald Jimothy Trump, or if you disagree with anything on the background, we're talking about Republicans, how they don't care about the vets. We're talking about globalism. We need to cut the United States military. We're talking about true patriotism, which is abolishing the United States Constitution. We're talking about the government. Got to lock up Trump and his cronies. They're corrupt. And last but not least, we are absolutely talking about reparations for indigenous people and for black people. Got to get into it. So make sure you guys are tapping that screen. Let's go ahead and get the likes up to 50,000 likes. I'm sorry, 50. Holy smokes. Keep tapping the screen. Let's get the likes up to 50,000 likes. Can we knock out the daily gift goal? It's the love you so much. I'm going to keep resetting the daily gift goal to these little 1-cent gift goals. And if we can knock those out a couple of times, it will help boost the live and push us out to the FYP again. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. If you are not a Trump supporter or you do not disagree, please don't request up. Just do the good things, right? Lock in. Hi, are you a Trump supporter? Hi, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background? Hi, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background? We're gonna go ahead and drop Jenny. I do not think Jenny meant to actually hit that request button. Hi, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background?
Yeah, I'm absolutely a Trump supporter.
Okay. And is your username, is this a Zay, or how do I say that, if you don't mind?
You can call me X, or you can call me XAI.
Okay. Oh, X is good. Okay, perfect. All right, X. So we're gonna go ahead and get started here. I'm excited to have you here, X.
I'm excited about having you.
Awesome. X, it's, you know, the 4th of July. It's the 250-year birthday of the country. And it's a lot going on, but we're going to get into this, X. And normally I go through a couple of things and say, hey, do you know who I am? And, you know, da, 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 da. But X, since it's the 250-year birthday of our country, I actually, I want to do this a little bit different. I will say,
Okay.
X, do you know who I am?
No, I don't know who you are.
Okay. X, well, can I give you a proper introduction to who I am and what this is?
Yeah, let's get it.
All right. Hey, chat, we got to lock in. But this time, we're going to lock in for America. Guys, welcome in. This is Sparring with Santana, one-on-one debates with Trump supporters or anyone that disagrees with anything on the background. I am Santana. And guys, only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree. If you're friendly and you like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, pay links in the link tree in the bio. Santana speaks for you. Santana speaks for you is the best way to support the live. If you're over on YouTube, you can send a super chat and I will read that out. All right, X, floor is yours. As a Trump supporter, I'll let you make a decision. Either you can tell me how today of all days, July 4th, 2026, 250-year anniversary of the United States of America, how is it that you still support Donald Timothy Trump, or is there something specifically on the background that you would like to start with?
Oh, yeah. Do you mind if I do my introduction too?
I do. Can't do it. This is my live. Which one would you like to do, X?
Oh, that's crazy. Okay, so you asked if I want to get to know you, but you don't want to get to know me? Mm-hmm. I could do it on less than 60 seconds, brother.
No, thank you. Which point on the background do you disagree with the most? Where you like to start, or do you want to tell me how you still support Trump?
That's crazy.
Yeah. Bub, I'm sorry. This is my show.
Oh, no, I was just going to give, a 30-second introduction of who I is.
Yeah, that's okay.
That's okay.
I remember you after I drop you, so.
Oh, that's all right. Mm-hmm. All right. So this is what it do. So the reason why I voted for Donald Jacques Trump is because he's a significant advocate for the 1031 exchange, which Kamala Harris.
Have I talked to you about this?
No, we never met, Playboy.
Listen, we've talked about this stupid ass specific tax exemption. No, I'm not doing that. No. Exactly. No.
What? You got me mixed up with somebody else.
We've already done this stupid ass debate. You've done this debate with everyone else as well. I've heard you go through the same thing multiple times. I refuse. Either tell me something else or pick something on the background, or I will move on. You have to update your resume, bub.
I was going to give you the introduction with the ka like you did a second ago, bro.
Would you like to?
I could do it too, Playboy.
Would you like to give me any other reason or pick a topic on the background that you would like to debate?
Bro, let me see what's on your back. I don't see shit on your background.
It's coming. You can take a moment. I'm going to say a couple of thank yous and then we'll go ahead and get started. Debbie's in this chat for Joseph for the $5 donation saying, can you explain abolish the Constitution? As a vet, that's a hard one for me to swallow, but I know you don't say stuff like that without real thought behind it, what it means, just specifically as just respectfully as possible, asking for this. Yeah, no, listen, Joseph, W's in chat, thank you for the 5. And also thank you yesterday. I didn't get a chance to actually say it because there was some stuff that happened with the live with Dean losing his account or whatever, but thank you for the 25 and I appreciate the hell out of you. Yeah, you know what, hold that thought, Joseph, because he might want to talk about it, but I promise you I will get to that. Also, W's in the chat for Tyler for the $1 donation saying, I know this isn't Tyler, thank you so much for the one. I promise you, you're good. Thank you. Tyler sent a $1 donation. I know this isn't a lot. I'm currently saving up for the Xbox for GTA 6, but I want to say you're making my morning so much better waking up, and I want to say you're appreciated and awesome. Tyler, thank you so much, and go get GTA 6. You're fucking awesome. W's in the chat for both Joseph and Tyler. W's in the chat for Cool Cat over on Twitch. For the 20 cheer, bitch, gonna say, I hope you aren't insufferable and send some goodbyes. I know that's right. W's in the chat for Manda for the 1 cheer, bitch. W's in the chat for Miss V, who resubscribed over on Twitch. And one more second here. W's in the chat for Calvary for the $5 super chat to say patriotism and nationalism definitions run parallel and will never intersect. Nationalism, like MAGAs, are not patriot. They don't know how. They don't know the definition. Facts. W's in chat for all the donos, guys. If anyone else like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. Pay links in the link tree in the bio. Santana speaks for you. Santana speaks for you. It's the best way to support the live. If you're over on YouTube, you can send a super chat. I will read that out. All right, X, you had plenty of time. Did you pick a topic on the background that you disagree with?
Yeah, Santana, Montana, Hannah, Montana. We can get to it. And the topic that I'm going to choose is why I support Trump for the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act. Play what? I'll tell you why that thing was so great if you let me.
Okay, no. TCJA was actually passed in his first administration. There's a portion of the TCJA that was extended and solidified under the One Big Beautiful Bill. So if you want to talk about the One Big Beautiful Bill, then we can definitely get into that. But I'm going to say this one time and one time only. Stop being so damn annoying. Like, I don't know what the actual act is, or like if this is, you think you're bringing a little bit of panache to the live, but it's not needed. It's literally the only thing I need you to do is actually render your debate. I can take care of the actual entertainment aspect of the live. You're not good at it. So drop it. So do you want to defend the One Big Beautiful Bill currently, or what?
I mean, I could defend it if you want. You gotta let me have a word in edgewise.
Okay. Why do you think the One Big Beautiful Bill was a positive thing for the United States of America?
100%. So if you look at investments and you look at write-offs and things like that, you are able, with the big fat beautiful bill, you are able to write off more for your investment properties. So if you are interested in investment,
the same shit that I've already told you that we're not talking about. Like, literally, you're literally trying to find a way to go around what I just said we're not going to talk about, to go back to the thing that you want to talk about.
No, the first thing I brought up was
only request up if you're a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. If you are friendly, do all the wonderful things, right? Tap the screen, share the live, send your daily heart me. It's only one coin. It will boost the live and push us out to the FYP. With that being said, it looks like my mods are on it, guys. If you're in the comment section, if you're yapping and you're not actually, getting in the box, if you're trying to use your Twitter fingers and you are afraid to actually say it with your chest, then guess what? My mods are going to put you in the cold can of clutch. They're not going to let you breathe. So get in the box. Get in the box. Let's talk about it for a second. Republicans don't actually care about our vets. He said, boy needs a job. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and mute you. You follow me, Bub, and you're here all the time. Send you a request. Hey, guess what? T Greeny, I need you to go ahead and hit that accept button. Go ahead and hit that accept button. You said, boy needs to get a job.
Not you, Santana.
Oh,
the other dude.
God damn it.
Yeah, I watch you a lot, man. I
remember that now. Like, I remember doing this before. Put an asterisk by your comments or something, because this is like the third time or third time I've done this to you, right?
Yeah, I've been up here a lot.
I'm sorry. All right, I'm gonna drop you down.
You do.
All right. God dang it. Sometimes I get a little overzealous. I apologize when I do. Anyway, like I was saying, Republicans don't care about our vets. The wildest shit the like the wildest propaganda that we have been spewed is that the Republican Party is actually the party that cares about the vets, or they're patriotic or any shit like that. The Republicans don't care about vets at all, because if they did, then they wouldn't want Donald Trump cutting the actual access for vets. They wouldn't want Donald Trump actually like literally going at the hearts of vets when it comes to healthcare, mental health, when it comes to the accessibility for housing. Like, it's all connected. It's absolutely all connected. I don't know if this person meant to connect or they're gonna load. So the thing that always gets me is when they say, well, we don't want to send money to other countries because we could be using that money for vets here in our country. You guys aren't going to give the vets money. You're just fucking lying. The only thing that you want to do is funnel the money back into the pockets of the billionaires that continue to actually run the country. That's it. So Republicans, when they claim that they care about vets, they don't. They don't. Globalism. We got to cut the United States military budget. I think that's easy. I think that one is an easy win for everyone. We absolutely need to cut the United States military budget, and at the same time, we need to reduce the amount of United States military present across the globe. We should not be in so many countries, have bases all around the world. There's no reason that the United States military should have a presence in every single country across the world. Period. Patriotism. Patriotism is abolishing the United States Constitution. Look at this. Come up here and tell me about it. Modern Papa, come up here and tell me about it. Patriotism is abolishing the United States military. I'm sorry, abolishing the United States Constitution. When the Constitution was written, it was written. When the United States Constitution was written, it was written for white men that own land, right? And since the creation of the United States Constitution, there's been amendments, there's been additional changes that have been made, but when you take something that's broken from the start and then you try to continue to fix it to make it work, it never works properly. So the only way that we can go about having true equity within our country and living up to the premise of our society, the things that we say we stand for and we believe in, is by completely abolishing the United States Constitution and then making the new one that it's encompassing for all Americans, for all citizens, with all rights. No half-ass rights for people. We must abolish the United States Constitution. Government. We got to lock up the Trump administration. And I'm not just saying that to be hyperbolic, right? I truly mean that. The Trump administration is the most corrupt administration that we have ever seen. And they're openly corrupt. They're openly and blatantly corrupt. Like, hell, Donald Trump is admitting that he engages in insider trading with his sons. Right? Just another guy. You said, banish me from the internet? I bet you won't come up here and talk about it, Bub. Looks like my mods have already put you on mute. Guess you're not going to get to cry in the comment sections anymore. I guess the only way you're going to be able to cry is if you actually, come up on the panel. I don't think you're going to do it, though. I don't think you're going to do it. Anywho. The whole speech you gave, yeah, it absolutely was. The fact is that the Trump administration is openly enriching themselves. Donald Trump is actively enriching himself. He's funneling money to the people that have directly added money to him through his inauguration fund. Hey, thank you. Or the ballroom or crypto or like any of this other shit. They're openly corrupt. But it's not just Donald Trump and it's not just his family. It's a vast majority of them. And I'm not saying that, oh, just lock them all up. I do think that we need to impeach, remove, and indict. Give them something that they haven't given undocumented immigrants, due process. Because I am positive with giving the Trump administration due process, they're still going to be convicted. They're still going to be convicted. So give them due process and watch what happens. Last but not least, reparations. Reparations are absolutely needed for indigenous people and Black people. You cannot talk about the history of the United States of America without talking about the way that this country stole indigenous land. And then after stealing indigenous land, built this country on the back, blood, sweat, and bodies of free labor from Black people. So if this country is ever going to be made whole, then we have to make things whole with indigenous people and Black people. There are no ifs, ands, nor buts about any of this. So, America, congratulations. 250, that's a big deal. That's a big deal. Most civilizations, the average lifespan of most civilizations is 250 years. In America, you have made 250 years. And if you want to go any further, then you have to do these things. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. So if you think that I'm wrong, get in the box. Come up here and tell me about it. Hit that request button. If you're over on YouTube, Twitch, Kick, Instagram, and you disagree, guess what? You don't have to leave your safe space. The only thing you have to do is hit that request button and we can go ahead and get you up here. Hi, Renegade over on YouTube. Are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background?
Nah, I'm a friendly. I even sent you a Venmo letting you know that I wanted to. I was on late night with you the other night, and so I was on to advocate for because this is my community. Yeah, because I'm a combat veteran and well, I have some things to. Sorry, go ahead.
Can you hear me? Yeah, with Renegade, with the tag me in one, I have to be debating someone specifically on that topic too. It's for 5 minutes, but 3, you have to go through the Discord, so you have to put it in the tag me in section in the Discord and through one of the mods. So are you in the Discord?
I am in the Discord, but if I mean, if you got to be debating somebody for me to have a word, that's cool. I would like to just say a few things on behalf of veterans before you drop me. If not, I'll let you do your thing.
I'm really looking to try to get some debates going. But again, if we have someone up here and you hear someone debating on the topic and I don't have any of my mutuals up here and you want to use your tag me in, you can do so. You just got to go through the Discord.
Will do, and keep doing what you're doing. And I'm glad you're represented in my community specifically today. So
absolutely, love you, man. Thank you so much. Love you as well. Drop you down. Guys, only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking. What up, Peach? Hey, Peach. Debbie's in the chat for Peach, guys. Debbie's in the chat for Peach. Peach, how are you? How are you, Peach? I hope you're doing well. Debbie's in the chat for Peach, guys. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. If you are friendly and you like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, pay links in the link tree in the bio. Santana speaks for you. Santana speaks for you is the best way to support the live. If you're over on YouTube, you can send a super chat and I will read that out. Hi, Rico. Are you a Trump supporter or disagree with something on the background? Rico, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background? Okay, I'm going to drop you down. J Hops, did you mean to be in the request? Because you're in the request. You're in the request, J Hops. Just me. Oh, okay. I didn't think you did. I didn't think you did. I didn't think you did. I just want to double check. All right, guys, as we wait to actually get some debates going, hopefully, someone will get off of their cowardly lion shit and actually be brave enough to get up here. I got a couple of things that I want to cover with you guys. Actually, let me do this first. W's in chat for Renegade. I see what you said. W's in chat for Renegade for the $1 donation. Like I said, if you want to use that, tag me in. Definitely just make sure that we go through the Discord. W's in the chat for Jared for the $1 donation, saying ex-Timu Dusty Road gimmick is awful. His microaggressions are bad as Drake's recent album. He needs to go back to his lonely bunker in Montana where he listens to Ted Nugent. Yeah, like he was trying so hard to get those microaggressions off, but I just don't give a fuck. Like when I tell you I don't care about their microaggressions, either they say it with their chest or they don't say it at all. I'm done responding to microaggressions and dog whistles. Howdy, partner. Fuck them cowards. Debbie's in the chat for Wilford for the $5 donation, saying dropping off the ingredients because I know you about to cook. Listen, you know how we do. Debbie's in the chat for Angie for the $5 donation, saying have a great weekend. I can't even get excited about today. Love your shows. Listen, I understand why you can't, and I'm not even saying that you're wrong, right? That's why we're here. That's why we're literally here, and we're going to talk about it. So I get it. Hi, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background? Miss Plans, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background? Okay, I'll go ahead and drop you down. Hi, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background?
Yes, I disagree with like one thing on the background.
Okay. Which point do you disagree with on the background? Where you like to start?
Reparations, Indigenous and Black. The reason why I disagree is because there's a separation between Indigenous and Black that you have there, even though like Black people are the original like Aboriginal, Indigenous, like Indians of America. So like I don't know why there's a separation when like Black people are Native.
Prove it.
Prove that we're Native.
Prove that we're Black
Indigenous,
people
Aboriginal.
are the indigenous people to the Americas. Prove it.
I mean, look at our like copper
No,
color
that's not
skin.
proving it. I want something that we can pull up. We can actually look at a source and we can dissect that source together. Prove it. I don't want to hear words.
Yeah,
I want you to tell me, hey, the source is da 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 da. The title is da 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 da, and we'll look at it together on the screen.
Yeah, of course. Just give me 5 seconds. I can pull up the source where the U.S. government reclassified American Negroes.
I don't give a fuck about the U.S. government reclassification of American Negroes. That's not the source that says Black people.
That is a source.
That's not. That's literally not. I need actual scientific data. I need actual scientific data proving that Black people were here before Indigenous people. FYI, I'm ADOS. FYI, I am technically foundationally Black. I am someone that has been here. No, you're a tether. You're a tether.
I'm not a tether.
You are a tether.
I'm an Aboriginal.
Shut up,
Black
you tether.
American.
Get the source, you
I'm
tether.
Not a tether.
No, you're not.
No, you're not. Right
No, you're not. Go grab the source, you tether. Don't you dare talk about my country. I was here before you. You better be glad that I'm allowing you to stay in my country.
You're African. So
shut up, you tether. You better shut up and get the source, you tether.
I'm getting the source.
Hurry up. Hurry up before I send you back where you came from. This is my country. My ancestors were here. My ancestors built this country.
America.
Hurry up and get the source.
I'm from America. You're from Africa.
Hurry up and get the source.
But I have the source. Yeah, I have the source. Yeah, the source would just be like, first the website is called aboriginal indians.com.
Aboriginal Indians.com.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
All
don't know
right.
what's funny.
Oh shit. Let's look at it.
I don't see why you're laughing. Like, it's a
You'll find
legitimate
out.
source.
You'll find out.
Why can't you just tell me?
What's the title? What are we looking up?
Yeah, the name of the like study would be like the genetic evidence in regards to like native Aboriginal copper-colored Negrotic Indians. That's the name of the
Wait,
study.
is that the entire title, or were you just saying shit? What's the title?
That's the title.
Okay,
do you want me
say
to
it again?
repeat it for you?
Yep.
You want me to? Yeah. It would just be like the genetic study, the genetic history of like Aboriginal copper-colored Negrotic
Wait, see,
Indian.
you're saying it as if it's a title, but then you're saying it like you're explaining what it is.
No,
So,
that is the title.
Say the title again, then.
The genetic history of Aboriginal copper-colored
See, that's
Negrotic
not what
Indians.
you said the first time. You said
it's
just
because
the genetic
I was
study
reading
of a
something.
genetic. Okay, just the title.
I was reading something.
Sure,
maybe
just
let's
the title.
track.
Yep. No, it's
hard
you.
for like
It's
Africans.
literally you.
I know it's hard for
literally you.
Africans to track.
Okay, you know what?
English
Listen
isn't
here.
their
Shut up,
first
Tether. I got you. Don't even worry about it. I'm
You're the
on
tether,
YouTube.
honey. You're the
I'm on
tether.
YouTube, and I'll replay it. And I know you
Nigga, nobody cares that you're on YouTube.
You
probably have like 20
seem to have a hard time actually understanding stuff. Let a foundational Black American teach you something, Tether. Let a foundational Black American teach you how to actually comprehend.
That's not even a real
I need
term.
you to hushies.
Not even a
Shushies why
We're not black.
Shushies why a actual foundational Black American Shushies why a foundational Black American actually teaches you how to comprehend.
We're not Black, we're indigenous.
All right,
like,
give me
what
a
are you
second.
talking about?
Stop talking. I'm gonna pull this
we're not
up.
Black, we're indigenous.
I'm gonna pull this
I don't know
up.
why
Let's
you
listen to
can't
what you
take
just
that.
said.
Like, I can tell you're not even, I can tell you're not indigenous with them.
You're crashing.
You got them Asian.
You're crashing.
You're not indigenous. You're not indigenous.
Hey. You better be quiet before I deport you back to whatever European country you're from.
Yeah,
better be quiet before I deport you. You better stop it before I deport you. I'm gonna deport you back to whatever European country you came from.
American.
Hey, you better stop it. I'm telling you. If you come off mute again, it's a concession. If you come off mute again, it's a concession, and you want to go back to Europe. All right, that's fine. That's fine.
You can't even.
You literally conceded. I told you if you came off mute again, it's a concession, and you are ready to go back to the Caucasus Mountains where you are from. Fuck out of here, you tether. Fucking clowns. Oh, that's how you gotta handle those fucking donuts. Fuck out of here. Indigenous, he had aboriginal-indians.com. That's just not even a site. Oh, wait, here it is. That's for Australia. That's ain't no fucking way. The only site that says anything about Aboriginal Indians is literally a site for Australia. There's an indigenousawarenesscanada.com. There's literally fucking tethers. Fucking tethers. Anyway, only request up if you're a Trump supporter, disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. If you'd like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, pay links and Linktree in the bio. Santana speaks for you. Santana speaks for you. It's the best way to support the live. If you're over on YouTube, you can send a super chat and I will read that out. Hi, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background?
I just want to hear your reasonings for the abolishing the Constitution one.
Disagree with anything on the background?
I do disagree with the abolishing the Constitution one, and I just want to hear your reasonings.
Okay, perfect. That's what I needed. So you disagree with the point about abolishing the Constitution. Got it. Give me 1 second. Kelly over on YouTube, I see you. Give me 2 seconds. If this person doesn't actually want to debate, then I'll get you in just a moment. But I see you in the request over on YouTube, so give me a second, okay? Give me a thumbs up. I can see you right now. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Yep. Okay, perfect. Give me a second. All right. The premise as far as abolishing, you said the Constitution, right?
Yes.
Okay. The United States Constitution was written for white men that own land, and it is outdated and needs to be completely abolished and recreated for the betterment of all American people.
So you don't think that there's any way that we could go and like repair it and or fix it? You think that the only solution is completely getting rid of it and starting over from scratch?
Yes, we've been repairing it and fixing it since it was created. Like literally starting with the original concept of like the Confederate papers, and then, you know, like the metamorphosis into the United States Constitution with all the additional amendments and articles. The different times has been strucken down and upheld. The Supreme Court constantly have to rule on the same things that are currently within the United States Constitution, including this is the third time recently that they've ruled on birthright citizenship. There's no way that we can keep something that was broken from the start and hope that it actually works successfully. We need to just get rid of the entire thing and start over.
Okay, I can see, I won't say that I agree completely, but I can see your argument and your stance for sure.
Okay, well, would you like to give me the opposite then? What's your argument?
I don't truly ever think that there's something so bad that we can't fix it, especially if that is the true goal of society. What?
How do we fix slavery?
Well, for that one, fixing it would be abolishing it. There are some things in which the fix is so abolishing.
Yeah, okay, so then you can't say that there's nothing so bad that we can't fix it. That's antithetical.
That's fair.
So would you like to give me your argument on why we should not abolish the United States Constitution?
I guess it just comes down to like tradition for me. I can't think of a necessary reason off the top of my head.
Tradition?
But I just saw your point and I wanted to understand your logic, and I hadn't heard anyone else debate you yet.
Are you a woman?
No.
Okay, so you're a man.
Yes.
Okay, are you a white man?
Yes.
Okay, are you a wealthy white man?
No.
Okay, Constitution is not your tradition. It wasn't written for you.
And again, like I said, I see your points. I do understand where you're coming from on that. I don't know. I personally don't see how stripping away the foundations that we have.
Hey, comment. Hey, 1 second. Chat, absolutely fucking not. Absolutely fucking not. No one gets to say what their identity is. They said a woman, so this is a woman. If you're doing that shit in the comment sections, you will be muted and blocked. Fuck off. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
All is well. I guess my main thing comes into less of an argument and more of a question, and that's if we do abolish it, what foundation do we have to stand on to even like keep people in check?
And I'm sorry, did I say woman? I meant man. I'm so sorry. I was reading the comments again. I apologize.
It's okay.
I apologize. Say your question again one more time. I'm sorry. The chat is fucking, it threw me off. I apologize. Say your point one more time.
So if we do abolish it, what do we have left as like a foundation for rules and whatnot to even hold people to a standard?
We set those roles equal or across the board. Like we enshrine human rights for every single person, and we enshrine constitutional rights for every single person. right? There should never be a point where just because, you know, I'm a man and, you know, there's a woman, or, you know, I'm black and there's someone who's white, or whatever the case may be, that we get unequal protections under the law of the land, which is the United States Constitution. Like, that doesn't even make sense. I mean, under this current United States Constitution, black people don't even get proper representation when it comes to voting. So, like, all of this is just like, we completely wipe the slate clean. We adjust the things that need to be, like, hell, even the governmental structure that we live under isn't proportionate to what the United States Constitution was originally written for. All right, we're supposed to have way more United States House members. But hell, the only reason the Electoral College was even put in place is because of the Southern colonies that wanted to try to continue to uphold. I'm sorry, the Southern states that wanted to try to uphold slavery. Right? We don't need the Electoral College. Like, there's so much that's wrong with it that's continued to hamper our country throughout the 250-year history, and abolishing it will give us the opportunity to make sure that it not only is it equitable for every single Americans, but then it creates equality so we can truly move forward as a true nation.
Okay, I hear you. Again, I don't disagree with you. I just don't, I guess it's logic. I don't understand how we can logically do it and not cause issues.
What issues? What are you referring to?
So, like, for example, I've helped create and run multiple student organizations.
Mm-hmm.
And every time even someone that's not necessarily like the president or the vice president comes in, they want to change the rules and we call it a constitution, but it's nowhere near as vast and like so many articles and whatnot in it. But they want to change everything about it. And that's okay, but it's a process to sit down and do it.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times we have to almost pause everything that's going on before we can even sit down and try to do that. So how would we as a country manage to do that with something as big as the Constitution?
We have levers and mechanisms that we can engage in, including a constitutional convention, which hasn't been convened in I don't know how long. So we actually have ways to do that. But even more than that, I mean, what if I told you even the founders of the nation didn't want us to have the United States Constitution that they wrote active today?
I think I know what point you're gonna go for, and it's a common argument I hear, and
What's the point?
Like that they didn't want it to be permanent, that it was temporary.
Who was they? What are you talking about?
The founding fathers that originally signed the Constitution.
I don't think you're being specific enough. Would you like to hear the point, or do you want to assume that you know it?
You can go ahead.
Sure. So first and foremost, fuck Thomas Jefferson. But Thomas Jefferson, piece of shit, one of the founding fathers of the United States of America, who was also a slave owner that actually raped and had children with his half enslaved stepsister. Anyway, 14. Thomas Jefferson, where not only was he one of the founders of the country, slave owner, rapist, and wrote the United States Constitution. Fuck out of here, Noah. Actually said himself that the United States Constitution is not one that we should continue to lean on when it comes to the actual governance of the United States of America. And with the governance of the United States of America, I'm going to go ahead and throw this on the screen. Boop. This is Thomas Jefferson. Thomas Jefferson, this is what he said about the United States Constitution. And he wrote this letter in a letter to James Madison, and he said natural rights. The question whether one generation of men has the right to bind another seems never to have been stated either on this or our side of the water. But between society and society, or generation to generation, there is no municipal obligation, no umpire between the law of nature, we seem not to have perceived that by law of nature, one generation is to another as one independent nation is to another. On similar ground, it may be proved that no society can make a perpetual constitution or even a perpetual law. The earth belongs always to the living generation. Every constitution then and every law naturally expires at the end of 19 years. If it is be enforced longer, it is an act of force and not of right. Racist ass, rapist ass, Thomas Jefferson. So the point that I'm trying to get across is, while like I don't think that every 19 years is something that we should actually live by, I do think it speaks to the fact that governing the United States of America by the laws of slave owning, rapists, genociding maniacs, trying to actually run a civilization today by those same words that they wrote, it seems kind of antithetical to the progression of society, especially when this was written, again, it was only written for white men that own land. And you said you wonder why 19 years? Because like fucking living to be 30 was like being 60 or 70. They used to die early back then. They was fucking dying. Anyway, sorry, go ahead.
Okay, after hearing your reasons and hearing your arguments, I can't really disagree with you. I guess it was just reading that tagline and seeing it being like just being there. I was like, man, I can't agree with that, which was surprising to me because I normally agree with all of your points on your lives.
Yeah, no, all good. I mean, like, I think that a lot of things that we have here is going to be something that is going to challenge the perspective of so many different people, but actually understanding what is necessary in order to progress our country as a whole, like it's something that we have to deal with. So like, I think this is something that we need. It's not something that like, oh, that's cool. Like if we want to actually be a true nation, then we have to account for the actual change in time in society. I'm not saying that we have to get rid of the quote unquote values that it stood for. We can enshrine those similar values as far as what people believe it's supposed to stand for in a new United States Constitution, but that doesn't mean that we have to be governed by something where like, they said, oh, got the right to bear arms, and they're talking about muskets and shit, not switches. YNs in Chicago have switches. I don't think the founders ever accounted for switches.
True.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Anything else that you disagree with?
Nope, that was it.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and drop you down. I appreciate you.
I appreciate you. Thank you.
Yep. W's in the chat, guys. Only request up if you're a Trump supporter, disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. Only request up if you're a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. W's in the chat for Eureka. Hey, Eureka, who sent a $7 donation saying, thank you so much for always protecting my queer community. As always, you never have to thank me for that. W's in the chat. And I apologize again. I got kind of mixed up in a second because I got a little bit worked up. But you guys know what I mean, right? Like, we have to be respectful of each other. That's one thing that I want to make sure that I'm calling out more. For some reason, I don't know if it's that like there's a bunch of people who watch that don't normally watch, or people getting comfortable, or like what's happening, but like the ableism that I continue to randomly see in the chat, the queer phobia, the misogyny, I don't know what the fuck is happening, the microaggressions, but I'm going to continue to call those out as much as I see them. I know my mods are as well, but we got to tighten the fuck up. I don't know what's happening. But y'all got to cut that shit out. Y'all might pull that shit somewhere else, but you are not going to do that here. You are not going to do that here. W's in the chat for Calvary for the $5 super chat to say, here's a fact. The last 2 years, the Democrats held the House. My VA benefits went up $600 a month. MAGA cut home healthcare spending by 20%. Facts. Absolutely. Absolutely. W's in the chat, guys. If anyone else likes to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, pay links and link tree in the bio. Santana speaks for you. Santana speaks for you is the best way to support the live. If you're over on YouTube, you can send a super chat and I will read that out. Kelly, how are you?
Yo, can you hear me, dude?
Yeah.
Cool,
Chat,
cool.
can you all hear Kelly? Okay.
What's up? Am I on video too? You got me on
Yeah.
cam? All
Yeah, I'm
good,
just
dude.
making sure that they
Appreciate
can
it,
hear
dude.
you
It's my first time
on
being involved
TikTok as
in
well.
first time ever being on a chat like this. So I'm not a Trump supporter. I'm not part of a political party, but I think I do disagree with your banner there to some degree.
Okay.
So
Which
I think,
which one on the background do you
yeah,
disagree
well,
with?
I think there's a lot of them, and I can't see them right now. But I guess your claim is that Republicans do not value um, veterans. Is that right? Is that what your
Yeah,
claim is?
Republicans don't love our vets. Correct.
Okay, and so are you making that a comparison as like opposed to Democrats? Are you saying like just because that's a very blanket statement, right? I mean, you to say that all Republicans don't value our vets, like that's surely you don't believe that all Republicans don't value veterans, right?
Well, I think it would be hyperbolic to think that we can sit here and talk about every single individual person that quote unquote identifies as a Republican. But what I can talk about is the Republican Party as a whole, and what the Republican Party as a whole has done when it comes to vets, whether it's their benefits, whether it's sending them off to unnecessary wars, whether it's the lack of care when it comes to these soldiers that are currently serving. There's like a multitude of things, and while you as an individual person, I'm not talking about you as an individual person, Kelly, but if you vote for Republicans and the Republican Party has consistently done these things to disenfranchise our
Yeah,
vets, then you're accountable for it
yeah,
because your vote continues to empower them.
yeah. So I think the part that I kind of maybe if we're talking about like neocons in the Republican Party and kind of the war hawks and that sort of thing. Again, I'm not affiliated with any political party, so yes, I would agree that kind of the disregard for human life is prevalent in those factions, but I don't think that it's any less so historically speaking than Democrats that were getting us involved in other wars like World War I, II, Korea, escalating Vietnam. I mean, there's massive casualties there. So I don't really see a big difference. Maybe in more recent times, you could say that again, there's like the neocons and things like this, but we've still had, Democratic presidents, Obama, that they're all bombing people. They're all doing this stuff. So I don't see how one party is really valuing human life or veterans for that matter above any other. I just
Okay.
fundamentally do not see that at all.
Yeah, so my argument isn't about both sides. My argument isn't about the Democratic Party. My argument is specifically about the Republican Party and the harm that they've caused vets.
What harm are
And
they causing
I
them
can
then?
actually, that's what I was just about to say. I can actually lay out my argument for you. But I do want to give
Okay.
you a heads up. Like, defeating the argument isn't saying what about the other side. Defeating the argument is disproving the things that I lay out that point to the fact that the
Yeah.
Republican Party doesn't love vets. So first and
But
foremost,
yeah, okay.
we want to talk about the actual cuts that have occurred under the Trump administration. There's been massive cuts, including to the VA, including to one very, very important thing, which is the VA crisis hotline. Right, vets have actually utilized the crisis hotline to be able to call, and it saved so many lives of our men and women in uniform. Donald Trump directly cut the funding for that emergency crisis hotline. We can talk about the actual cuts that were made to the VA as well, as far as staffing, which has slowed down the ability for our vets to gain medical care and access. We can talk about the lack of follow-up for vets when it comes to returning from any type of conflict or even serving. The lack of follow-through when it comes to benefits, the current crop of vets, which includes the transgender community that was not only kicked out of the military, but a lot of vets who were like 1 or 2 years away from retirement and being able to collect their full retirement, not only kicked out of the Army when getting rid of their career, but then not giving them access to their retirement where they had worked years and years and years for. And so that's just starting. We can also talk about like the Iran war, which is an unnecessary war of aggression where U.S. Men and women have died already. and now there's a consistent growing sentiment that we're going to have, and we're going to need more quote unquote boots on the ground, which is going to put more men and women in uniform in the line of danger.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, I disagree. I certainly disagree with putting boots on the ground in Iran or even being involved in that. I think that's all a bunch of bullshit. Just like Iraq, I don't believe any of that was necessary or justified. At least it wasn't justified in the way that we were made to believe. So I'm in agreement with you on that. As to the other things that you speak of, I mean, I wouldn't know enough to know that they haven't made those cuts and those sort of impacts. Again, I don't think that it's, I guess when you're saying that, right, and on this point, I'm happy to kind of move on from this, right, because I didn't really understand that blanket statement. But I guess what would you be hoping to obtain, or what are you hoping to convey or change or do by making a claim like that? And it's just, okay, cool, there's those things. Again, when I don't see really any big difference between what has been going on in terms of the way that veterans have been treated versus the way that they are today. I mean, what to what end is your point?
Break up the false narrative and then drive the benefits for those people who serve, the men and women in the uniform. One of the things that the Republican Party does extremely well is push propaganda. They literally label themselves as the party of patriotism, Christianity, the party of small government, less taxes, fiscal responsibility, and yet they're antithetical to all of those things. So breaking up that echo chamber and actually rooting out the lies that continue to be told is the first and foremost things that we have to do. Once we can actually get through that amount of lies, then we can start talking about accountability, ensure that we're getting people in office that are going to actually uphold and adhere to the things that they say they're going to do, and then drive those initiatives. And important for me, I don't care if you're a Republican or a Democrat or independent, like your party affiliation means nothing to me. My complete and total goal is doing something beneficial for all Americans. And so ensuring that we actually are getting people in office that are going to do something for all Americans is super important. But first and foremost, we have to get out the people who pretend to actually do something. And a large majority of Americans actually believe that they do something when they actually don't. If you look at the data, if you look at the facts, they really don't. W's in chat for Tina for the boxing gloves.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough. I think that if we are going to be looking to government to solve any of our issues, like we're going to be kind of up shit's creek without a paddle, my personal opinion. But okay, so I'm happy, sir.
You want revolution?
I'm saying I don't believe the answers will be found there. And what is
right,
what is
saying, do you want revolution?
I mean, we have to define what revolution means. In my opinion, if we're going to go, you know, what can be done. Okay, again, I'm just saying it's not the government's duty to take care of us. I don't believe that. It's not. It's to protect. It's to protect.
No. It's literally the government's duty to ensure the best possible existence for the citizens of our nation.
But we have to define what that means. And the problem with that is if there's a definition of what is in the best interest of people, let's just take, mandating vaccinations as an example, right? We all know that during the Biden administration, they were trying to push
mandated vaccinations is in the best interest of the United States. So did you know that in 2025 that we actually had an all-time historic high of children dying from the flu? And not only did we have a historic
before we move on though, you can make your point. However,
it's the vaccinations. 90% of those children that died in 2025 from the flu were unvaccinated. Vaccinations are what's best for the country.
But here's the problem though. We have when COVID happened, right? We didn't know that that was the best thing to do. Okay, because we steamrolled a vaccination.
You didn't know what was the best thing to do?
That vaccinating people for COVID was the best thing to do.
Why didn't we know that?
Because there was no data for it, and people were having. No, there was not. How can you? There wasn't. And
how many strains of COVID were there prior to the COVID-19 strain?
But again, this is something that you may believe, but hold on. The whole conversation was shut down. The whole conversation, and if you
How
What's
many
your question?
strands of COVID were there prior to the COVID-19 strand?
I mean, if you're saying COVID, it's like the normal flu, right?
No,
Like, okay, well, how many? What's your point?
18.
Okay, but there was this particular strain was different than the others, or no? It
It
was
was a
just exactly the
mutation
same.
from the strand that we had. We had plenty of data to actually start as far as working on the newest strand.
Okay, so why is it that the government should be allowed to force drugs upon people, to
When did
mandate
they
that?
force drugs upon people?
Well, in your like what you're saying here, right, is that the government's duty to do what's in best for people. So if we're
That-
saying mandating, if the government, the problem with that is if the government thinks that X, Y, or Z is good for people, if they start mandating that, then you have a situation where I'll give you an example. During COVID, I worked for a fairly large company,
Mhm.
and at the time, I don't know if you recall, but there was talk of any company over 100 people, they were going to mandate vaccinations. And I
But
ended
they
up
didn't.
losing, but they were trying to.
No, they didn't.
Yes, they were. You can't
They
say,
didn't.
where were you working during that time?
I was working for a Fortune 50 company that has over literally thousands of employees. Thousands. At
Okay.
that time, I was literally in charge of over 100 plus employees. I want to say somewhere around there.
And there
So yeah,
was, okay. And there was no talk of the government at that time trying to mandate vaccinations for companies of 100 and more where people gathered.
you were saying that they were actually talking about it. They were talking about the different steps that could be taken to ensure that the spread of COVID-19 was actually reduced. And they were talking about the ways that they could work with the private sector. The government can't dictate the private sector actually implement this. There are literally laws that prevent the government from
Yeah.
mandating certain things to the private sector. You can talk about whether they wanted to work with them. You can talk about the accessibility. You can talk about a lot of stuff. But as far as making them do that, that's not true.
Okay. So then are you saying then if that you're saying that the government is responsible for our well-being and doing what's in our best interest, but you are not
Yes.
saying that the government should not you're saying the government should never be able to mandate vaccinations.
I think the government should be able to make vaccinations readily available for all Americans and then set standards of engagement, meaning that if you are going to engage with civilization in X, Y, or Z way, then you must follow the procedures to be properly vaccinated. If you are not going to actually engage with civilization in X, Y, Z way, then you don't have to be vaccinated. Greatest example is if you are going to put your children into public school, then you need to ensure that your children are vaccinated. If you want to school your kids, if you want to send them to a
Yeah.
anti-vax school or some weird shit like that,
So
then
here's
sure,
the
they don't have to
thing.
get
When
vaccinated.
we're
But if
talking
they're
about
going to be
vaccinations,
if
right?
they're going to be a part of the public population and engaging in civilization, then we need to see vaccinations occur, because if we don't, then what happens is measles outbreaks like is occurring in South Carolina, or even you see shit happening like the current United States military under Donald Timothy Trump, led by Pete Hegseth, completely going reverse course and now mandating vaccination for troops again. Did you know that? Did you know that they're now mandating troops be vaccinated again because there's been
Well,
so
they
many
have.
outbreaks within the United States military?
So do vaccinations, right? My understanding of vaccinations, right? Like I got vaccinations when I was a kid. Okay. There's vaccinations now for like, as you say, smallpox, measles, chicken pox, all this shit, right? Vaccinations prevent people from getting sick,
No,
right?
they don't.
That's why they don't.
No, that's not what vaccinations are for.
Okay. What are they for?
Vaccinations are preventative measures to lessen the implications of any type of illness or virus that could be spread, whether that is whether that's reducing the transferable load or reducing the possibility of transmission in different types of ways. It's not to stop people from getting the virus. It's literally for mitigation and reduction of overall things. You could keep it as simple as the flu shot.
Well,
Just
well,
because you
why
get
why
your
is it then
just
that
because you get your flu shot
when the government came out,
just because you get your flu shot does not mean that you're not going to get the flu, but it
right?
will actually help the chances that you don't get the flu. And if you do get the flu, then it lessens the symptoms.
So it sounds like then, whenever during COVID all this shit came out, they were like, literally, you have Dr. Fauci coming out saying, get the flu, get this shot because you will not get the virus. And then it turned into
Prove it.
you won't transmit the virus. And then it turned
Prove it.
into your
Prove.
what do you mean
Prove
prove
Dr.
it?
Fauci said that.
I mean, they okay. What do you want me to do? Like Google
I want
search
you
it or
to get
something?
me proof that Dr. Fauci said, get this vaccination and you will not get the virus.
Okay. I mean, what do you want to see? Like, we can YouTube a video of it or something? I mean, would that be adequate proof?
How about just an actual article detailing that? Maybe a
Well, do you remember
transcript.
he came out on camera and was like telling people stuff?
I have a bad memory. Nope, I don't remember. Can you
Okay.
get me any type of proof of Dr. Fauci telling people, if you get this vaccination, you will not get the virus?
Yeah, sure.
While you do that, I got a couple of thank yous. Debbie's in the chat for James for the $2 donation, saying, hey, Santana, yeah, I'll check that out. Debbie's in chat, James. Thank you for that $2 donation. I'll definitely look into that. I'm not exactly sure what that's about, but we'll take a look in just a few minutes. Debbie's in the chat as well for Manders for the one chair bit to say, why should we keep something that didn't include us originally? Oh, we're talking about the Constitution. Yep. Debbie's in the chat for Manders for the one chair bit that said, friendly fire happens to all of us from time to time. I know. And then also, oh, I think we're good. We're all caught up, guys. If anyone else like to support the live, if you you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, pay links in the link tree in the bio.
That looks promising. Why should you get vaccinated? That, in so many respects, David, is a false.
Okay, I'm gonna mute you for a second here while I'm. You can keep looking, and Kelly, you can just like wave or something when you're good, and I'll take you off mute. Like I said, if you like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. Pay links in the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks for You. Santana Speaks for You is the best way to support the live. If you're over on YouTube, you can send a super chat and I will read that out. Keep tapping the screen, guys. Over on TikTok, there's 1.2 thousand people hanging out. Make sure, let's go ahead and get the likes up to 200,000 likes. Also, boom, right there. If you see the word follow, that means you're not following me. Hit that follow button, turn on notifications so you know when I go live. I go live all the time. We do all kind of different lives. This is the special July 4th live. So if you are someone that supports Donald Timothy Trump or disagrees with anything on the background, go ahead and get in the box, request up. If you're over on YouTube, Twitch, Kick, Instagram, you want to debate me, you can debate me from where you are. You do not have to leave your safe space. All you have to do is click that link and get up here. Last but not least, guys, we got the High Bears as the daily gift goal. Can we knock out the High Bears? Can we knock out the High Bears as the daily gift goal? Sending a request here. Kelly, do you need a few more minutes?
I mentioned to you that we, together with the Moderna company,
Kelly,
and the Pfizer group is going to do it also, are going to be looking at the viral load in the nasopharynx to determine.
Take that as a yes. So let's get someone else up here with him while he continues to actually look for that proof. Hi, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything in the background?
Yeah, so the last conversation you had with the guy about the Constitution, I think the biggest
Wait, so do you disagree with the point that we should abolish the United States Constitution?
I do, yeah.
Okay, tell me why.
Because I think instead of abolishing it, it'd be much better to, like, instead of trying to fix it, but take portions that we know aren't working and fit them into our current day life.
No, we already do
that. Can I have an example, maybe?
Yeah, articles and amendments. And then also interpretation through the Supreme Court. The fact that birthright citizenship has been heard by the Supreme Court 3 times when people continue to try to end birthright citizenship. So there's a consistent attack on the different aspects of the Constitution. And since the Constitution wasn't written properly for all American citizens, especially for today, it's always left up for interpretation. So we are in a perpetual state of trying to add, take away, or either defend.
Okay, yeah. And then the other thing that they brought up too was...
Would you like to respond directly to what I just said?
Yeah, I think I disagree with what you said for sure. It makes sense, you know.
Hey, just for TikTok purposes, how old are you?
Oh, I'm younger than 18, sir.
Okay, you shouldn't be up on the live. I'm going to go ahead and drop you. Only requests up if you're a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. Only requests up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for debates. You guys know you can't be younger than 18 on TikTok lives. Stop it. You guys literally know you can't do that. And you guys do it anyway, which is crazy work. Like, don't do that. Don't do that. Mm-hmm. 45, 47. Look at this fucking asshat who comes in here like, fuck off. Either get up here or fuck off, B Mace. Kelly, are you good or did you need more time? Hold on. I thought I unmuted you. 1 second. There we go. Say it again.
I mean, I've pulled up this clip here that I was referring to. It's basically Fauci saying the vaccines will prevent you from getting and transmitting COVID. Do you want to see it?
Okay. No, I would. If you tell me where the clip is, I can pull it up. And just to make sure we remember what the claim is that you said, Dr. Fauci said, if you take the vaccine, you will not get COVID.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Okay. What's the name?
I mean, here. Can you see that?
No, where'd you find it? It's on YouTube?
Yeah.
Okay, just read the title off for me.
The title says Dr. Fauci lies, and then it's in quotations, the vaccine prevents you from getting infected. It's about a 19-second clip.
Wait, Dr. Fauci lies. Say it again.
Dr. Fauci lies, space, and then in quotes, the vaccine prevents you from getting infected.
All right. You say it's like a 19-second clip.
By a bad donkey. That's the YouTube channel. And I mean, I remember with this shit when it came out because they kept moving the goalpost. It went from that to then, oh, it's gonna this, and they kept on moving the goalpost there.
Read it again. I got Dr. Fauci lies, and then I put bad donkey. I don't see this.
A bad donkey is the name of the channel.
Is it one word or all space or what is it?
In terms of the name,
yeah,
A, capital A, bad, capital B, donkey, capital D, no spaces.
No spaces? Okay.
No spaces in the channel name.
Okay, 1 second. What's Dr. Fauci lies, and then what's in the quotations again?
The vaccine prevents you from getting infected.
The vaccine prevents you. Okay. All right. Let's see here.
Well, if you have a pill that looks promising, why should you get vaccinated? That, in so many respects, David, is a false narrative because the vaccine prevents you from getting infected, prevents you from getting clinical disease. And we know that we have highly effective and safe vaccines.
Okay, so let's run this back one more time.
Well, if you have a pill that looks promising, why should you get vaccinated? That, in so many respects, David, is a false narrative because the vaccine prevents you from getting infected, prevents you from getting clinical disease. And we know that we have highly effective and safe vaccines.
Question for you.
Mm-hmm.
What was he talking about before?
He was talking about people taking again, they shut down the conversation about things like ivermectin or any other, taking something else other than the vaccine. That was what it was in reference to. So that's why he's saying, hey, why would you take this when you can take the vaccine? Okay.
So this was from him talking about a COVID pill versus the vaccination.
Okay, but that does that really matter? Because he
Oh,
said
it does. It does. It absolutely
he said
does.
that the vaccinate. Did he
Wait,
not
wait, wait,
just
wait.
say?
Hold on. Stop
My
for a second.
point is that he said
No,
the
no, 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 no.
vaccinations
Don't run from this,
prevent.
Kelly. Kelly, don't run from this.
You're
Kelly,
running because
Kelly. No, I'm talking about what you just gave me. Kelly, he's talking about the pill versus the vaccination, right? Can we agree on that?
if that's what you say, then that's fine. I mean, I'm not agreeing on that, but if you're saying that, so
No, it's literally okay. Don't worry, I'll put it on the screen. That's why I said I'll put it on the screen. This is literally the source that you gave me, and which fucking YouTube for 19.
But I mean, he doesn't
19
say
second
that. He
clip.
does not say those
Come on.
words. He just says a pill. He doesn't say what pill.
It says it on the screen. That's why I literally just said, look at what's the caption under him. Don't worry, I got you. Don't worry, I got you.
Okay. Well, I mean, I can look at. I'm not afraid of looking at what it is, but I don't think it still doesn't change the fact that he said
It does.
vaccination. The
It does.
vaccination
Give me
prevents
2
you.
seconds, Kelly. Give me 2 seconds, Kelly. I got you.
But
Don't.
why are we taking the emphasis away from my
We're
original
examining your
claim?
source, Kelly. Why are you crashing?
My
Kelly,
original. Hold on.
Kelly,
You can speak.
Kelly,
You can.
hold on.
Obviously, it's your
Hold
thing. You
on.
can speak.
You're
But my
crashing.
claim.
Kelly, hold on. Okay, I'm gonna mute you because people can't hear you while you're speaking over me. Kelly, we're examining your source, right? We're literally just examining what you gave me. The first thing that I noticed when looking at this 19-second clip is the call out of the pill, and he was talking about the vaccination. We haven't even, I told you, or maybe you didn't hear me when I said this, but I said, when I say give me a source, I mean, give me something that we're going to look at together, that we're going to examine. So this is just step one. I promise you, if you're fighting back on this one, then this is not going to be good for you, because we are going to examine this 19-second clip. But I just want to start here. So I'm going to put this on the screen. Give me a second here. Oh, where'd it go? Okay, let's do this again. No, dang it. Why is it only showing this one? All right, let me try doing it this way. There we go. All right, so the first thing I want to call out, this is a 19-second clip. So there's some other information. We're gonna look into all of this, but at the very bottom, it says Dr. Fauci data on COVID pill is still preliminary, right? So just to actually, no, he didn't leave. I had to take him off the screen for a moment, and just to make sure we all understand what this is claiming, is that this 19-second clip is him talking about the actual premise behind the pill versus the vaccination. So one more time.
Well, if you have a pill that looks promising, why should you get vaccinated? That in so many respects, David, is a false narrative because the vaccine prevents you from getting infected, prevents you from getting clinical disease. And we know that we have highly effective and safe vaccines.
Okay.
Wait, you don't write anything down after conversations?
This is Pocket. I never go anywhere.
All right. So bringing you off mute here, Kelly. So Kelly, the first thing that I want to talk about is what came first, the actual vaccination or the shots, or the quote unquote COVID pill?
I'm not sure why we're going in this direction, because you asked me, I said Dr. Fauci was telling people that the vaccine prevented transmission and getting COVID. You asked for an
Mhm.
example. I found one example, and now we're talking about pills. So I don't
You
know
don't
about I don't
wait, you
know
don't
about the
understand
pills.
why I have this question?
I don't understand. You're right. I don't understand why you're trying to tell me that Fauci didn't say. You're trying to. I don't know what you're trying to do, because Fauci's definitely said, regardless of what he was talking about prior to that statement, he said the vaccine prevents you from getting this and from transmitting it. I mean, that's what they said. And I was following this at the time a lot closer, because I lost my job over this because I
Mhm.
didn't get vaccinated. So you asked for one example of Fauci saying that, and I provided it to you. And that was a point. My whole point in getting at this was not about debating you on COVID. It's that the government should not be mandating people getting drugs put in their body. That
Mhm.
was the premise of where I was going at, because again, it stemmed from, you were saying the government is responsible for the well-being of us. But I don't think that that is so. I don't want to rely on the government, because in cases like this, the government actively shut down debate and conversation surrounding COVID, and so we were fed a narrative, just like we were fed a narrative about everything else. And,
Mhm.
most people bought it hook, line, and sinker. So all of this is stemming from that. And now we're sitting here talking about Fauci wanting to talk about pills. Like, I don't particularly care about that, but if you have a point to make on that, like, that's fine. You can, I don't see how it's going to add to the conversation, though.
Yeah. So the actual, like, I mean, and again, I want to make sure that you understand, like, you brought this up, and so you made the claim, and also even like more than all of this, right? The reason why I say, oh, hey, pill versus vaccination, it's literally because the actual pill came after the vaccination. The information that is readily available that shows like when it came from and where it came from and all this other stuff, blah 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 blah. The other interesting thing about that 19-second clip, right, is I said we're going to actually examine the clip, and with examining the clip, it's a simple fact check. It's
Okay.
literally a simple fact check.
Okay. Yeah,
Um,
sure.
Fact check. Hold on. Factcheck.org. And you look up, did Fauci say that getting the COVID-19 vaccination would actually stop you from getting COVID? And factcheck.com, it says video misrepresents Fauci's comment on COVID-19 vaccination. The popular video that added a voiceover to footage from televised interview with the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Disease, Dr. Fauci inaccurately questions the effectiveness of the COVID-19 vaccine authorization for use in the United States. And then it says, quote, so the vaccines don't prevent you from COVID, question mark. The readers on Facebook video titled, and in fact, as Fauci explains in the interview, the vaccine does protect you against COVID-19, which is the disease caused by the novel coronavirus. It may not, however, protect you against infection with the SARS COVID-2 virus, which sometimes does not make people sick. So just FYI, like literally this
Yeah,
19
but
second
I
clip.
think that the
Hold on.
issue that I
Wait,
really
hold on.
have with
Hold on.
you,
Hold
you
on.
asked,
Hold on.
you,
Hold
hold on,
on.
before.
I'm muting you. The 19-second clip that you provided saying Dr. Fauci said this, which we pulled this up and we looked at this 19-second clip on YouTube, has literally been fact checked to hell and proven to actually be an edited video that was passed around on Facebook. And that's why I literally just went to factcheck.org. As a matter of fact, not only is it on factcheck.org, but one quick Google search tells you that that video is not real. including a Reuters article that was done, the PubMed, right? PubMed PMC 9221368 actually corrected that misinformation and said it wasn't real. Like literally, you've been propagandized into finding something that is an absolute lie. So Kelly, I'm gonna send you a request to come
bars
up.
closed over the weekend.
I
We heard
know
about
that
this
we can continue.
in LA County today at
Kelly,
1.
can you hear
And
me?
now you have info from Dr. Fauci, who's
Yeah.
talking about
So
herd
the
immunity.
actual video that you gave me is not real.
These expert
So do you want to concede on the claim, or are you going to continue to try to find something that actually proves what you said?
I mean, I'm not going to concede on the claim that that narrative was shut down, and that
No, your
from the
claim was
top.
that
Hold on,
Dr.
hold on.
Fauci told people that the actual vaccine stops you from getting the virus.
No, I'm not going to back down on that claim. If you
Okay,
if you go,
then find proof.
are we really going to sit here and go? But this is beside the original point that I was
Okay, if
making.
it's beside the original point, then concede the point and we can move forward. But I'm not going to let you make a claim that's not true.
No, well, I'm not going to concede the point because
Okay, then find proof.
Oh, so what do you want me to do? You want to look up
I
another
want you to
YouTube
find
video or a
proof for your
series of
claim.
videos?
You tried to give me a 19-second clip. We pulled up the clip. We started examining it. You know what's even funny? Like the clip, not only is it voice edited, but it's edited as far as the actual footage, because there's an actual almost 6-minute full long interview of that 19-second clip.
Yeah,
and
where
it
is
wasn't
it?
with Bloomberg, and it wasn't talking about that shit. Like literally, you gave me something that wasn't real. So if you want to actually
Tell me
stand
that-
on, if you want to stand on the point that you made, then give me proof.
Okay, you said you found the whole video, so tell me what that is so I can watch it for myself and educate myself on what he actually said. What is it called?
It's literally like I just told you about it from the fact check. I
Well,
literally
what's-
just told you about it from
hold
the
on.
fact
You
check.
just said you found the whole video, right?
Yeah,
And
I'm
saying
telling you,
that's
I
cool.
told you what it
So
was.
give me the video and I'll watch it.
Kelly, I literally just told you. The popular video adds voiceover to footage of a televised interview with the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Disease with director Dr. Fauci, and accurately questioned. It's the video from when he was doing the interview for the National Institute of Allergies and Infectious Disease.
Okay,
It's not the Bloomberg interview that he said. So you can go find it and listen to the 6-minute interview and try to find a point where he says that, but it's already been fact checked to hell. So if you're going to try to look for that in that specific video that was pulled from that 19-second clip, that's not going to work for you, Bub. Like that's sure. Go ahead and run down that rep. Like that's go ahead and do it. Go listen to that 6-minute interview, and
I mean, I'll
and
try
then
to find
come
it,
back.
but you're the one that said you found it, so I'm just asking you, right? Like
I've already.
And again,
Wait, hold on, stop for a second. Kelly, do you understand what I'm saying? Where did the 19-second clip come from?
I mean, you have your claims. I'm not sitting here saying that
No.
But
Answer the question.
it's beside.
Where did
I
the
don't
19-second
know. I don't know,
It came
dude.
from the 6-minute video I was just telling you about.
But you haven't provided any 6-minute video. And what is your point? Even if it came from that, what is your point? What is your point, dude?
Stop muting you. You gave me a 19-second clip from YouTube. I went to Google and I factcheck.org, that 19-second clip. And the 19-second clip gave me the full 6-minute long interview that the 19-second clip was pulled from, and how they edited the video from the 6-minute clip. So if you want me to give you the 6-minute clip, if you're looking for the 6-minute clip to watch that, the thing that you're looking for is not there, because they took the 6-minute clip, took 19 seconds out of it, and edited to get what you gave me. You're working backwards to something that's not there for sure. So you saying you want to see the 6-minute video is just for your own purposes, but it's not going to prove the point that you're trying to prove. So if you're looking for something where Dr. Fauci said that the actual COVID-19 vaccine will stop you from getting the virus, it's not that 6-minute clip. That 6-minute clip has already been fact checked, which led to the debunking of the 19-second clip. Do you understand what I'm saying, Kelly? Sending you a request to come off mute.
I guess I'm not understanding what you're saying, because from what it sounds like to me, you said that there is an actual 6-minute video from Bloomberg that was then later cut into
No,
19
no,
seconds.
It's not from Bloomberg.
Then what is it from?
It's an interview that Dr. Fauci was doing. They took the interview that Dr. Fauci was doing, where he never made that statement.
But where is that interview? That's what I'm asking you.
No, stop. Listen, listen. We're going to go one step at a time.
I know you're saying it's not there. I'm just saying, what is the actual source that it was stolen from and manipulated? That's all I'm saying.
Factcheck.org. I literally got the video because they fact checked it with the original video.
Where is the original video? That's what I'm asking you.
Factcheck.org gave me the original video.
But where is it? Why is it so complicated, dude? I don't know why you're getting
Factcheck.org.
upset.
Go to factcheck.org where they're proving you wrong, and it gives you access to the original video and the clip.
Okay, but you're not able to provide that for me? Like, I got to go to factcheck.org.
Factcheck.org.
I guess I don't know why you're so upset.
The title is video misrepresents Fauci's comment on COVID-19 vaccine.
All right.
It was posted on January 26, 2021.
Okay. Dude, we haven't even gotten into reparations yet, and you're already about to have a fucking heart attack on me, bro.
Because you can't even track, like, you want to go look at a video that proves you wrong.
Yes, I want. Yes, I do. Is that
you want to go look at the video to see if there's something that will prove you right from the video that proves you wrong.
I just want the truth, dude. So if you're saying there's a video out there that this was manipulated from, cool, man. I'm gonna go look at it. Why would I not do that?
What are you supposed to be finding for me?
I'm not here to appease you, dude. I'm looking for what you claim this was stolen from. I'm gonna check it out. And I'm gonna look at it. Like, that's not a fucking crime, bro.
What was your claim? What was your claim?
My original claim is that the government should not be mandating vaccines.
I'm talking about what we've been talking about with the clip. What was your original claim?
That Fauci said one thing and started moving the goalposts as the efficacy of the vaccines.
You said that Fauci said if you get the vaccine, then you will not get the virus. That's what you said.
Bro,
I said
you are
that's not
so
true.
hung up on this that you're missing the forest for the tree.
Because
dude.
I want you to fucking concede or give me the proof, Kelly. I've been saying this over and over and over. Either concede or give me the proof.
Well, I'm trying to look up the video that you said was
No, you're not. You're
correct.
trying to go look for a video that doesn't give me the proof. You wasting time watching the video that's already disproved you does not give me the proof. You can go watch it on your own time. I don't care. But
bro,
right now,
okay, well, I'm gonna go watch it on my own time.
Right
Calm
now,
down, bro. Calm down. You're sidetracking the conversation.
I want you to give me the proof of what Fauci said, or either concede the point. I don't care which one.
Well, that was one example.
That's not. No, it's not. It was debunked.
It was one example that I gave you. You're saying it's debunked. That's fine, but you're missing the undertones of the conversation.
Then
and what was
concede the
actually
point, and we can move on.
I mean, I guess I'll have to go look at it. I'm not going to concede it. We can agree to disagree.
Okay,
and we
if
can
we're
move
not going
on.
to concede it, then give me the proof.
Why do I have to concede something to you in order to get
Because
back to the original
you made
conversation?
A claim, you literally made a claim, and at this point, there's only one of two ways we can go. You can prove your point to be true, and I will accept it, or you will concede your point, and we can move on, and you can't talk about that anymore because it's not true. You have to either admit that it's not true, or you have to prove that it's true. I refuse to let you live in this actual echo chamber where you believe shit that's not true.
We're not in an echo chamber, dude. Calm down.
You believe shit that's not true, Kelly.
No, I don't. That's why I'm looking for the truth.
Okay, then prove it.
That's what I'm looking for.
Okay, then fine, prove it.
So
get it.
As I'm looking for this, let me just make sure that I'm understanding what you're saying about this first, okay? If regardless of can we just for one moment put that claim about the 100% prevention of we can't even there's nothing else can be said.
We are at an inflection point. We cannot move forward. We cannot move backwards. We are here. there's only one of two directions. Either you prove it or you concede it, but there is no going forward. There's no going backwards. We deal with what we have here. We
So
are where our feet are.
there's no like, hey, we can't temporarily agree that we
No.
don't agree in order to
No,
get
because
it
we don't have.
resolved.
I agree
So
to disagree.
let me ask you one quick question, dude.
Agree to disagree is bullshit.
Do you feel like that whatever Fauci and the medical establishment was saying initially about COVID,
I don't care about talking about something else until we actually either agree or either you approve your point or you completely concede your point. I don't care about anything else in this moment. This is the only thing.
Unfortunately, those are your two. Those are your two options.
Kelly, I need you to hear me when I say Kelly.
I don't have to abide by your two options, buddy. I hate.
You're now muted again. I need this more than I need to breathe, Kelly. I need you to either prove your point or concede your point. And I refuse to let you do anything else until you either prove your point or concede your point. I don't care which one happens, but one of them must happen. Sending you a request to come off mute. Are you going to look for new proof?
I guess, dude, if that's what you want. I mean, I'm going to try to find this out for myself. And you don't want to talk about any of this other stuff that you're claiming. That's fine, dude.
Nope. I don't want to talk about anything else until you either prove it or concede.
Okay.
All right. If you're going to be looking at videos, I'm going to put you on mute. Just wave your hand again and I'll see you and I'll take you off mute. Don't run. Like, don't run either.
Like you're doing from the other conversation?
Oh, I'm not running from shit. I'm willing to move to the conversation where
you've never had a you've never agreed
that's how we get to the I'm willing to have whatever other conversation you want, Kelly. We can talk about whatever. Hell, Kelly, we can talk about your favorite flavor of ice cream, but we can't do any of it until we get past.
The thing is you're trying to nail me down on one thing.
You're now muted. Kelly, I don't care about the metal. Kelly, I don't care about any of that now. You're now muted. Go get your proof. No one can hear you. No one can hear you. Go get your proof. Because you guys believe shit that isn't real. It's unhealthy, Kelly. You can laugh all you want to, but you're literally the one that's believing shit that's not real. That's on you. When I tell you it bothers me how much we live in an age of anti-intellectualism, where people think that they're experts. They're more experts than the expert. They think that they can just believe whatever they want because of the fifis in their tum-tum. They don't have to be accountable for their words. They don't have to actually prove the shit that they say. They can just believe the shit that they say. And if we don't believe the shit that they can't prove, then it's agree to disagree. That is not how that works. Facts don't give a fuck about your feelings. Either you prove it or you don't. And you guys know me. I don't believe in believing shit that you can't prove. And I want to call out that this was Kelly's big ass claim. I didn't make that claim. Kelly made that claim. No one can hear you. You can laugh and giggle. Get the fucking proof, Kelly. No one can hear you. You can keep talking all you want to, but you're wasting your breath. Get the proof, Kelly. W's in the chat for Patricia for the $5 donation. Yeah, exactly. Same here. W's in the chat, Patricia. I got it. Thank you so much. Yep, absolutely. Thank you for the one as well, Patricia. W's in the chat for Rebel for the $2 donation saying, Kelly, you need to Google what prevent means discussing vaccines. FFS. PS, no one wants to see up your nose. Yeah. W's in the chat for Laura for the $5 donation saying, excuse me, he lost his job because I'm not going to say that part. Yeah. Fauci said clinical illness, and that's a distinct matter. This guy doesn't understand that. He doesn't. But then, like, again, he's speaking from a position of being someone who is actually able to, like, fucking, I don't even care. W's in chat for Joe for the $5 donation saying, one, we never had a vaccine mandate for the general public. Facts. Two, all of this happened under the Trump administration. Facts. Three, he did not see recent news where Hegseth had reinstated the flu vaccine mandate for military because of outbreak. I literally told him that as well. W's in the chat for those donations. W's in the chat for Tess for the $5 super chat to say, caller, who made you lose your job due to not getting vaccinated? Company policy or government policy? Your company set the policy, not the government. And that's what we've been saying this entire fucking time. And now he's running down a silly ass rabbit hole, and his pride won't let him actually back away from it. This is fucking cognitive dissonance. It's literally cognitive dissonance. W's in the chat for Lord Tamayoshi for the $20 super chat to say, hashtag America250 QODT. Will America be around for another 250? If yes, America could see hashtag America 500 in its current state, or their radical changes be enacted. I think there would have to be radical changes. W's in the chat for Trey for the $5 super chat to say, prevention does not mean 100%. You won't get it. Exactly. W's in the chat for Trey for the $5 super chat to say, Kelly, you never used the word prevent. You simply said, Fauci said, if you took the vaccine, you would not get COVID or transmit it. You never used prevent. Exactly. W's in chat for all the donuts, guys. If anyone else likes to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. Pay links and link tree in the bio. Santana speaks for you. If you're over on YouTube, you can send a super chat, and I will read that out. Only request up if you're a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. If you are a friendly, tap the screen, share the live, send your daily heart. Me, it's only one coin. It will boost the live and push us out to the FYP. I don't know if this person's going to load. W's in the chat for Zoe for the $5 donation. Vaccines purposely is to give you enough immunity to, if you were sick, to not be as sick if you were not unvaccinated. Vaccines do save life. That's literally what we were talking about. I've already said that, but Kelly is so prideful and leaning into the cognitive dissonance that he would rather go look for something that doesn't exist than admit that he was wrong. And you know what? I'm perfectly fine with letting him go down this wild goose chase. I don't care. When I tell you I literally don't care, I think that we need to have them actually. Let me tell you something, guys, really quickly. This is why I make them prove the shit that they say. Because they have the ability to say random shit, not know what they're talking about, never have to come to the reality that they're either uneducated or they're just lying, and then they run around and they say the same shit over and over and over and over and over. It's fucking mind-blowing. And I literally gave him fact checks. Multiple fact checks. I told him where you can find the fact checks that this shit didn't happen. Kelly, are you ready? Did you find your source? Okay, I didn't know. I looked up. Remember, when you're ready and you find that source, just wave. Just wave. I'll take you off mute. Just right there. Whenever you get that source, Kelly. Only request up if you're a Trump supporter, disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter, disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. If you'd like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, pay links and link tree in the bio. Santana speaks for you. Santana speaks for you. It's the best way to support the live. If you're over on YouTube, you can send a super chat and I will read that out. I don't think this person's gonna load, but they keep requesting. Oh, I muted you as soon as you actually request back up. I don't know. It must be something going on with your signal. Sorry. As soon as you actually loaded, I dropped you. I'm sorry about that. Hi, are you a Trump supporter? Disagree with anything on the background?
Yeah, I am, and yes, I do.
Okay. Well, just FYI, I don't know if you've been paying attention, but Kelly's up there on a wild goose chase. If he ever finds that goose, which I don't think he'll find that goose, then we'll give him a second. But what point on the background do you disagree with? Where you like to start?
Well, real quick, what's he trying to source?
He's trying to find a source where Dr. Fauci said that if you take the COVID-19 vaccine, then you will not get COVID.
Oh, got it. I'm not really sure about that one.
Oh, no, we've already fact checked it. Like literally, I gave him not only factcheck.org where they pushed it, knocked that down, but I gave him Reuters where they did a study, and also PubMed published something about it as well. It's just like not true, but it's cognitive dissonance. He is either pride or I don't know, but he's not going to find what he's looking for. So whenever he waves, I'm thinking that it's a concession or, you know,
but that happens, right? I mean, people still think Donald Trump called the Triple K fine people. People just hear things wrong and they refuse to look at it.
Yeah. You know what's like that? That is actually a thing, right? People hear things and they miscategorize what they hear, or either like people want to hear things so bad that they'll take something that was similar to what they were saying and then say, you know, that's exactly what was said. With Donald Trump, he did say that there were fine people on both sides, and you know, insinuated that, you know, these neo-Nazis were an actual fine people, but he didn't specifically say, oh, they're just good people.
No, actually, in that same sentence, he specifically said, and I'm not talking about the Triple K or white supremacists because they should be condemned totally. So that's why I'm like, yeah,
well, no,
it's
I
kind of
looked
the
at the
same.
full transcript. He absolutely did say that the ones that were marching on Charlottesville, he called them fine people, the tiki torch carriers. And so
he did specifically say, and I'm not talking about white supremacists.
Right. I mean, he was saying that in general, but he was talking about the specific people which were white supremacists. So you can say that, oh, he didn't say that specifically, but the people that he said that about are white supremacists. You get what I'm saying?
So you're saying anyone that's there and against tearing down a statue is a white supremacist?
No, I'm saying those were literal white supremacists that were there in Charlottesville with the tiki torch. But he said in general, he's not calling white supremacists fine people, but he was talking about the people that were there who happened to be white supremacists.
Do you believe it was only white supremacists there?
I believe that the people that were marching in Charlottesville with the tiki torches were white supremacists, yes.
Yeah, and he specified he wasn't talking about that.
Okay, well, then, I mean, he contradicted himself then. If that's the rabbit hole that you want to go down, he literally contradicted himself.
Because they should be condemned to total.
It's kind of funny. Even you're like kind of having that cognitive dissonance right now.
No, it's not. I'm literally telling you that he contradicted himself then. I'm saying that he said both things. Anyway, can you tell me which point on the background you actually disagree with?
Sure. Lock the Trump administration up.
Okay. Why do you disagree with the point of lock the Trump administration up?
Well, because I think they're doing a great job. I think they're probably one of the most successful administrations so far. I mean, they passed like the largest.
You have a little bit of noise in your background. I don't know what it is. It may be like a fan or AC or something.
Not sure. You still hear it?
Yeah, it's like something's blowing past your mic.
Here, let me try to fix it.
Okay. I'm going to thank a couple of people while you work on that. Give me just a second. Debbie's in chat for Valerie for the $10 donation saying, happy the government has sucked for 250 years. I know that's right. Debbie's in the chat for Valerie. Debbie's in the chat for Mass Scramble for the $5 donation saying, according to the study in European Journal of what? Epidemiology. Holy shit. Sorry. Over 2,000, I'm Sure, that's 200,000 because the zeros are over 200,000 people died in the U.S. because of people who didn't get vaccinated. Thank you for frying these donuts. I'm hungry. I know that's right. Me too. W's in chat for Jay. What up, Jay? Who sent a $5 donation saying, "How dare you hold Kelly feet to the fire? He lives in his Fifi land. You may be his real op." Yeah, listen. Sometimes you got to do it. W's in the chat for cousin Jesse for the $5 donation. What's up, fam? I work in hospitality at one of the busiest Vegas hotels. I was a union rep at my job. Those COVID mandates were set forth by the companies, not the state or federal government. Kelly's lying his ass off. He's been lying his ass off the whole time, and like, you know, it's been crazy. W's in the chat for James for the $2 donation saying, I wish you knew the difference between vaccine and cure. Also, be less cryptic. Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm gonna check that out. No, it's all good. I appreciate it. W's in the chat for Jay, who sent another $2 donation saying, "Dude, where is it at? Santana, factcheck.org. Dude, where is it at? Santana." Ah, yeah, that is kind of exactly what happened. W's in the chat for Joe for the $5 donation saying, so even Trump didn't directly support white supremacy. Even though Trump didn't directly support white supremacy, he clearly he felt emboldened by his presidency. The evidence is the white supremacist march in DC today, talking about the Aryan victory, flying Confederate flags for our 250th anniversary. Fucking facts. W's in the chat for Amy for the $10 donation saying, Lord, they make me tired. Just take my money. I know that's right, Amy. W's in the chat for Amy. Holy shit. W's in the chat as well for Patricia for the $1 donation. I apologize. I watched more of the video. You said call it Fauci. Yep, exactly. No. You're good, Patricia. You're good. We're on it. We're locked in. W's in the chat for Shelly for the $2 super chat to say Dunning-Kruger is hell of a drug, Kelly. Yes. W's in the chat for Neighbor for the $5 super chat to say he makes a statement, and when fact check expects you to prove a negative is wrong, then wants to gloss over it, but still uses the same to defend it. That's the point. That's why I make them prove the shit, because if you don't, then they try to run back later and use it as like, hey, we've already covered this. No, you have to disavow that shit. You have to. That was in the chat for Sid for the $10 super chat to say, it's fucking wild to me that in this big 2026 that people still believe this shit. We have billions of data points about it now, literally billions. And last but not least, W's in chat for Darius for the $1 donation saying, I can't understand how people look at the blatant illegal acts of the Trump administration does and say they're doing a great job. I don't either. Guys, W's in the chat for all the donors. If anyone else likes to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. Pay links and link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks for You. Santana Speaks for You is the best way to support the live. If you're over on YouTube, you can send a super chat and I will read that out. Guys, keep tapping the screen. Oh, make sure to look up at the top. If you see the word follow, that means you're not following me. Hit that follow button, turn on notifications so you know when we go live all the time. Please hit that follow button. All right, I apologize about that. Did you get the sound squared away?
I'm not sure. I can't really do much about it.
Yeah, no. Whatever you did, you're good now. Sounds way better.
Okay, that's good.
Okay. You were telling me the reasons why you think the Trump administration is doing a great job.
Yeah, I would say southern border immigration policies. Yeah, I mean, international policy, whatever you want to talk about. But my biggest thing was immigration, southern border. And I don't really see a reason to lock him up. I mean, I think even if a president isn't doing so well, like Joe Biden, I don't think we should then, just arrest him for that reason.
Okay. Yeah, that's a fair statement. So I got the border, international policy, anything else that you want to cover that you are using to say that he's doing a great job?
I mean, just leading by common sense is my biggest thing. I think leading by common sense and not going the whole woke, anti-reality pathway, and then that's my biggest thing.
That sounds like feelings. I don't really want to talk about feelings. Kelly's been telling me about his feelings the whole time. Like, I can talk about the border and, international policies because those things are tangible, but like leading by woke, that's a feeling. I don't want to talk about that. Anything else that's rooted in like tangible, quantifiable things.
Yeah, that's kind of my whole point. I think we should be rooted in factual, tangible things like two sexes, not, whatever your fifis say your gender is, whatever fifis you feel like being today. I think we need to be realistic. We need to be factual. We need to be calculated. And it's, less fifis. I agree with you.
So you think, okay, let me do this really quickly because I think this is easy. What's the gender binary?
What's the gender binary? I would say man and woman. But obviously, I correlate gender and sex. So it's just like there's a binary.
That's literally not the gender binary.
Male, female, woman, and man.
Okay. All right. Why is the gender binary necessary?
For procreation.
No,
for
not.
existence. Can two males procreate? Can two females procreate?
That's not why the gender binary is necessary, or I guess instead of necessary, I apologize. Let's try a different word. Why was the gender binary created?
Who created it?
Why was the gender binary created?
I couldn't tell you. We would have to agree on who created it first.
No, we wouldn't. Like,
will you tell me then why it was created and who created it?
It's created for the literal perpetuation of the patriarchal system in order to establish the hierarchy where men are the dominant group and women are lesser. It's literally the premise as far as men. That's why we have gender, and then that's why we have sex. Because when you talk about when you talk about actual physiology, science, you're talking gender. When you talk about sex, you're talking about a social construct. And so you sitting here saying that there's only two sexes is like me saying there's only two colors. We keep making up colors. Like, that's not true. So, but I digress. I don't even want to get into that. I think that, like, if you don't even know that portion, I think that's still silly. But let's talk about how about we talk about international policy? I think that one's way more pertinent. And what do you think the Trump administration is doing in order to actually did I say it backwards? I'm sorry, I might have said it backwards because the fucking I don't even know what I'm saying. Anyway, let's talk about the international policy. I think that's more pertinent. Can you tell me?
You don't want to talk about immigration?
No, because we keep talking about Sure, let's talk about immigration.
Okay. I just want to make it clear, though. I hear what you're saying, that you think gender is created by society, and I partially agree. But I think it was created by roles.
Gender. Holy shit! I'm sorry. Yes, gender is the social construct. Sex is the physiology.
Yeah.
Holy fuck. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think it was created through things like hunting, gathering.
I don't care. We want to talk about
it's
immigration.
Not because man hates women.
I don't care. I don't care. I
literally
literally don't care.
Okay, immigration. Why do you? Sure, immigration. Donald Trump reinstated DNA testing for trafficked minors, which Joe Biden got rid of. What are your thoughts on that?
I don't think it did anything beneficial.
You don't think it did anything?
No.
Well, what would you use to back that claim up? Or is it just your fifis?
There's been no substance change with a quote-unquote re-implementation of the actual DNA testing, and the Trump administration is literally trying to use that to actually ID people, not children, but ID people because they want to create a repository. And didn't the judge strike that down? Is that still something they can do? Give me a second. I got to double check that.
No, but can you source what you just said?
Yep, give me a second.
But it's called rapid familial DNA testing.
Yep,
Joe
give me
Biden
a second. I'm muting you. You don't have to keep talking.
Also, 80% of women and children are trafficked.
I literally don't need you to keep talking, bro. I said you don't have to keep talking. I said, give me a second.
Now we got two people looking for sources.
When did Trump reinstate this?
January.
Of what year?
When he got into office?
You're saying that he reinstated DNA testing in January 2025.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
He didn't.
I can fact check.
Yeah, you can. There's nothing that says it was reinstated. That's what I was saying. I know there was a lawsuit around it as well, but there's nothing showing here that it was reinstated.
It was. I'll pull it up for you.
Sure.
But you do recognize that Joe Biden ended it, right? I don't have to prove that point. Okay. So January 20th, 2025, executive order 14165.
Wait, give me the EO one more time.
14165.
14165. 14165.
141. Yeah.
Okay, give me a second.
It's called securing the border.
Yep. Got it up. All right. Where in this EO does it say that it reinstates the DNA testing at the border?
Do Control F. I mean, if you literally the first word is CPS, like a familial DNA testing, then
CPS.
Protection of Fraud.
Wait, CPS what?
So I don't know. Oh, I can't turn my camera on. So there's a U.S. Department of
Control
Homeland
F,
Security.
and so I did Control F and typed in CPS.
CPS. Wait, what?
You said do Control F. I hit Control F, and you said you said the first words are CPS, and so I typed in CPS. What am I Control Fing for? You told me to Control F. What am I looking for?
I said Control F, but not for CPS. I said familial.
You literally said CPS, but it's fine. I don't even care. Tell me what I'm actually Control F for.
CBP.
CBP.
Okay, just type this in. Just type this into Google or whatever you have. U.S. Department.
I have the EO in front of me. Tell me where in the EO it reinstated DNA testing. That's literally what we just said.
Oh, that's what I was trying to tell you to just do. Control F.
Yes. To what?
And then type in familial. Do you want me to spell that for you?
Nope.
Okay. Familial. It's under Section 9.
See, that's all you had to do was say
9B.
Section 9. Section 9, Part B. Got it right here. The Secretary of Homeland Security shall take all appropriate actions to use any available technologies and procedures to determine the validity of any claim familial relationship between aliens encountered or apprehended by the Department of Homeland Security. What does it say in that what you just gave me that they were reinstituting DNA testing?
Did you read it? Do we have comprehension? The Secretary of Homeland Security shall take all appropriate action to use any available technologies, which Joe Biden got rid of, and procedures to determine the validity of any claimed familial relationships. That's what Joe Biden got rid of, familial DNA testing, between aliens encountered or apprehended by the Department of Homeland Security. What's confusing about that?
That doesn't reinstate Donald Trump's DNA
Absolutely
testing.
good. Do you want to do another Google search?
You're trying to actually, you know what's funny? They actually have something about DNA right above it, Section 9, and it says DNA and identification requirements. A, the Attorney General and the Secretary of Homeland Security shall take all appropriate actions to fulfill the requirements of the DNA Fingerprint Act of 2005, Title X of Public Law 109-162 for all aliens detained under the authorities of the United States. And it goes into the next part where it talks about the actual taking any, it literally says the Secretary of Homeland Security shall take all appropriate actions to use any available technologies and proceed to determine the validity of any claimed familiar relationships between aliens encountered or apprehended by the Department of Homeland Security. That's literally not the reinstatement of DNA testing at the border. Now you lied, and I want you. No, you lied. You lied. I read off what you gave me. You lied. I want you to give me something specific that says that the actual DNA testing that was enacted at the border, which Donald Trump implemented and Joe Biden actually rescinded. I want you to give me something that it was re-implemented by Donald Trump. This EO does not do that.
Sure. So, I mean, federalregister.gov. So maybe we can have someone interpret it for you since you can't interpret it the basic English. So go ahead.
I don't care about interpret it. I just want you to give me something that proves that the actual program was
federalregister.gov. Federalregister.gov interprets it for you since you can't interpret it. But go ahead and Google, did executive order
No. I'm not going to Google any shit. I'm going to federalregistry.gov, and then I want you to give me the source. I mean, give me the name.
Federalregister.gov.
Okay, that's fine. I'm going to federalregister.gov, and I want you to give me the title of what we're looking at that says the DNA testing was reestablished. 1 second here.
Let me know when you get there. But anyone watching can just go Google. Did executive order 1465
Stop. No, you're fucking running. You're fucking running. Stop doing that, you fucking coward. Give me the title. Give me the title.
Because you know you're wrong.
No, it's you. You're literally fucking lying. And instead of actually telling the truth.
No.
Instead of telling the truth, he keeps trying to run to shit that it doesn't say to pretend that it does. He's fucking lying. And so that's why he keeps trying to spam any and everything except the shit that he said he was proving. All you had to do was give me the title, but you want to say random shit because you fucking knew you were lying. Kelly, did you find that source? Sent your request to come off mute. Kelly, did you find that source? Kelly. Kelly, I know you can hear me. He's literally not on mute. Fuck it. We'll just let him sit here. I know he can hear me. Oh yeah, he probably turned me down. Yeah, you're right. He probably did. And that's actually true. He probably turned me down because we were debating, so he couldn't hear me and listen to the video. Hey, fuck you, Preston. Had to catch that one. The fuck is going on? Fucking weirdo. You guys are being fucking weird in the chat. Only request up if you're a Trump supporter, disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. Only request up if you're a Trump supporter. Not this fucking asshat back in the... No, fuck off. Fucking petulant child. Kelly's still off mute, guys. I don't think this person's gonna load. Oh my gosh. What the fuck are they doing today? W's in the chat for cousin Jesse for the $5 donor saying, did the other caller say Trump is doing a great job? The data and stats doesn't support the claim. We can do a comparison of Biden's last 18 months versus Trump's first 18 months. Biden putting BTA overwhelmingly, like not even close. W's in the chat as well for Joe for the $3 donation saying, has MAGA Giraffe found a source yet? This is painful. He has not. Talking about deep throat. W's in the chat for Joe, who sent another $5 donation saying, 1, the program hasn't been reinstated. That's what I said. 2, when the program was active, it only found 300 cases, but that doesn't mean children were being trafficked. 3, biology isn't the same as legal parenthood, donut. Like, there's so much to it. Like, it was just a stupid point, and he wanted to run from the stupid point. Like, I don't know what the fuck he was doing. W's in chat for Calvary for the $5 super chat. They say, common sense from MAGA makes me spit take. Oh yeah, nothing else. 4th of July, like literal Nazis in the street. Patriot Front is yes. What are we doing? We have actual literal Nazis fucking marching in DC, bro. Fucking marching in DC. W's in chat for Calvary for the $5 donation as well. That said, MAGA, do you realize ICE lawsuits were, you do realize that ICE lawsuits are on the horizon, right? False apprehension rate will cost you a mint. Facts. Followed by another $5 super chat say, I did not spend 10 years in the army just to see literal Nazis, Patriot Front, marching in DC. Not no, but fucking no. How is everyone else not infuriated? Because they're fucking traitors, bro. They're fucking traitors. W's in chat for say for the $5 super chat to say
why do I have to keep wearing the mask after I get the vaccine? I thought it was going to protect me from the vaccine. What's the answer? Well, the answer is unless you get the overwhelming majority of the country.
He doesn't know that we had him off mute. Bro has been looking for this shit now for like a legit 45 minutes. Legit 45 minutes. Biology, all disagree with you about sex and gender, right? W's in the chat for a Blue Baron for the $2 super chat to say, apparently Mitch McConnell's wife goes to China. Did she go to China? I don't know anything about that one. Let's see here. W's in the chat for Cool Cats for the one chair bit. Say, gonna need Tylenol after this. I am. Like, what the fuck are we doing? W's in the chat for Cool Cat who said, no, dude. You said what you said. Back it up or concede. Say it with your chest, or you're not gonna say it. Exactly. W's in the chat for One Mighty Pen to say Maha has caused an outbreak of explosive diarrhea. Facts. Oh, I think we're all caught up, guys. If anyone else likes to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. Pay links and link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks for You. Santana Speaks for You is the best way to support the live. If you're over on YouTube, you can send a super chat, and I will read that out. Keep tapping the screen. Share the live. Hit that follow button. If you're a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background, get in the box. We are only looking for some debates. Hi, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background?
I'm about to say the craziest thing you've ever heard that will not be logical.
Or disagree with anything on the background?
Yes, absolutely. I have to support Trump because he's the only truth right now. Trump is right. Trump was right. How does it go? Trump was right about everything. It's like a switch. And I ran in the Green Party, and I'm taking these little moments.
Can you be specific? What do you mean was right about everything?
Yeah. Well, if I'm too specific, it's going to cause you to. I can show you how you are causing harm.
Oh, okay. Hold on. I got you. Hold on 1 second. I got you. I know what you're saying. Hold on 1 second.
Like I'm done with the left, like in rapid fire, like as of this weekend.
All right, go ahead. Tell me all about it.
What happened? I have been in a crisis because even though I've had political.
Wait, are you in a little crisis right now? Hold on. I gotta stop. I gotta be serious. Wait, all right. So
how can I imagine that I would ever
listen to what I'm saying. Let me stop you for a second. Are you in actual crisis where you need help?
No, my political slip. Political slip I've had. Yeah.
Okay.
That I know I'm going to cause you.
All right.
Because I'm going to prove y'all wrong, but I'm doing it for the right reasons.
Mm-hmm.
But you're not going to feel that way if I don't do it where it doesn't do what it did to me.
Mm-hmm.
And it happened because my son went MAGA and no contact.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been going through this crisis for about 8 months where I raised him as a Green Party. I ran for the Green Party in Louisiana, the first female that did. And I've been unable to be a part of the community that we should be having on the left to the extent that my son going over there was like, how can he have the values that I know he has?
Yeah.
And now he's MAGA.
Yeah.
Okay. So I've had to break this down.
Right.
Of why he could think this about me.
Yeah.
And I
Why
have
does he
done it
think
on
that?
a level to where I can tell you right now that Trump is, if I was to choose truth, it's that the statement Trump is right about everything.
Right.
I have found a way that that's real.
Really?
And that I can see the left right now worship spending money.
Whoa.
And y'all actually, I'm serious.
I believe you.
And Trump is still your God, because hate is not the opposite of love.
No.
And
hold on one
and
second. Hold on one second. Hold on
is where you
hold on
don't have to worry about how much.
One second.
I'm so sorry.
1 second. Kelly, don't you fucking run. You better not be running, Kelly. I know you hear me. I know you hear me. You better not be fucking running. Kelly, you better not be running. I know you hear me right now. Don't you run. Fuck no, Kelly. Get back here. I know you hear me. Kelly? Kelly? He better not fucking run. He better not run. Sorry, I'm locked back in. Go ahead. I sent you a request to come off mute. Never left again. I sent you a request to come off mute.
Yeah. Okay. I was proud to be woke was my name until I had to change it in order to get into the community to start expressing these truths so that I can find people who are actually in my community that will understand what's happening.
Yep.
Because I see the whole picture.
Yep.
And the reason it happened is I live in total life loss.
Whoa.
In recovery. Having to re-get all of the stuff that y'all need that y'all don't know y'all can live without.
Yep.
Like a hurricane victim. And I have yet to find anybody to understand that in a way in that world that you live in, the magic world, that will accept what that means.
Wait,
that
we got magic?
Y'all don't have any more survival
Wait. We got magic?
God, I have to access y'all's magic to the point where I want to
have
be
a grimoire?
homeless. Being homeless would be, this wacky pack that I use.
Wait, is it a grimoire?
We're communicating on? We're communicating through a wacky pack. I stick to only that. Because I have to talk to y'all through that.
Through the wacky pack? Wait, you're talking through your grimoire?
No, is that what y'all call the phone?
No, I thought you were talking about Asta has a grimoire. And
I just realized
Asta doesn't
the
have
magic.
Asta doesn't have magic. Asta has anti-magic. He can literally cut through magic, but it's a whole thing. Julian has time magic, which is dope.
I believe it.
Yeah.
And look, that you can use it because our forefathers made the freedom we have a tangible object, and then they turned it back into this thing that went over time space.
Yep. Well, Julian, I just told you, you fucking said it. Julian uses time magic, right? And that's how he stopped the village from being destroyed by the elves, right? But that didn't stop the impending devils from coming.
Well, right, because you have to be. This is why I wanted to do this today, because I want people, even though the forefathers have all this icky stuff, I want them to understand 250 years ago, these dudes, right after saying, this is a land I want, kicked the British back over the pond. And then they decided, let's work together to take the idea and the feeling of life, liberty, and happiness. We're going to turn it into a solid thing.
Like
we're going to work magic.
Like all of you, and then they came together to try to fight the other. Like when they fought the Clover Kingdom. Yep, they fought the Clover and the Diamond Kingdom. When they fight the Clover Kingdom fought the Diamond Kingdom, and they actually teamed up with the Heart Kingdom.
I don't know what any of that is.
We're talking about magic.
Well, the magic that the forefathers did that was major work that now y'all don't do anything close to, even though they did it by candlelight.
Right.
And they figured out candlelight doesn't.
But you know, but you know what my magic is? My magic is never giving up.
I know, and that's why I'm coming to you to let you know where there's a stop point where all of a sudden you have now went backwards and are causing harm.
No.
And I can show you clear as day.
We're not, because you know why? If we don't do this, then they're gonna actually go to the 9th level of hell and unleash all those devils from the 9th level of hell. So we have to stop them from reaching the 9th level.
If that's your logic, then why are you?
Because I want to be the Wizard
You're
King.
logically acting that way. You're doing the things that are making
I want to be the Wizard King.
Then do you want me to show you what you're doing wrong?
You're gonna show me? Sure. Can you show me how to be the Wizard King?
I can take let me try to get back to what just happened a minute ago with where it went wrong a minute ago, and you actually prevented community. Or a better example, because I actually need you to be the teacher.
No, we're all black bulls here. We're literally all black bulls.
But I see the reality. There's no more magic in what you need to do.
There's no magic because I got anti-magic. I literally have anti-magic.
This is going to be harder than I thought.
It's not. It's not. I'm telling you, I will be the Wizard King.
And y'all think y'all have that? When it comes time to use it, y'all don't see it, and y'all are causing harm.
Yeah, because they keep using all their mana, but my anti-magic doesn't use mana. It doesn't matter to me. I just never have to give up.
Well, then, okay, there's 1,000 people in your community right there, right? And the tools that I have, because I'm an anarchist. I mean, think about that. I was the first female to run in the Green Party in Louisiana. What are the implications of the knowledge I have as an activist? Then can you think? Can you imagine? I ran 3 times, and by a Republican putting me up.
Did
20
you lose
years
all
ago.
3 times?
I was so glad I did, because when I realized that I might that my obligation to run evictions, but my Green Party values meant I could never say that somebody could be evicted was a conundrum.
Do you know Jill Stein?
Oh, absolutely not. I don't live in y'all's world. I don't associate with those people, because those people cause harm. Those are the people who kick people out on the streets. No, I don't know Jill Stein at all. Jill Stein should have known her place. I haven't voted for Green Party since the minute there was no
cicada.
Oh, well, I know who she is. I was Cynthia McKinney's electorate. But the minute that there was no safe space here for the Green Party to have the ability to
wait. This isn't a safe space. This is a flame space.
Yeah, well, Jill Stein should have backed out then. That was a harm.
Yeah.
That was confusing people. That was a distraction to the magic. We don't live in this. We don't live in that world if we want to stop the hell that y'all are perpetuating. For example,
I do want to check one more time. Serious question. Are you in mental crisis at this moment?
Oh, absolutely not. I'm just trying to relay in a way that
can you give me 2 seconds?
Do you want to deny it?
Can you pause for like 2 seconds?
Oh, absolutely.
Pause for like 2 seconds. I see Ari is here. Ari, do you agree with her? Like, do you think she's good? Or I don't see Kay. I don't see management. I see Ari.
No, I'm learning how to do this too, so I can Are
you listening to her? I just want to make sure that she says she's not in crisis, but
because it sounds like that to you, because what I'm telling you, you want to put your defenses up. So I feel like danger.
Oh, no, my defenses. I don't have to worry about defense. You see this? That's all I need.
But I know this is going to be a hard process. If you'll let me go through a whole scenario of a logic that y'all have.
Hold on one second. Chat, we do not try to diagnose people from the comment section. Don't do that. All right, go ahead and I guess.
Okay. For instance, right now, Dean has 22,000 people in his community, right?
Who is Dean?
Well, another creator. Okay, it could be any creator. Well, there's people in our community that have a place to hold people. In the community, 22,000.
Like in a jar.
His audience. The audience. Okay. Now, everybody thought it was so funny that the mall is empty, because that's showing Trump is wrong, and that makes him hurt, and then that was funny to everybody, right?
Hold on a second. 1 second.
Let let me ask you this.
Sure, one second.
Happens
One
after
second.
here?
Comments like
after-
stop for a second, guys.
I'm not reading those
Yeah,
comments.
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to my. I'm literally talking to my community. Guys, I've said this over and over and over. Knock the ableist shit out. Do not lean into any of that. I don't know what the fuck has been happening lately, but you guys will stop or I will turn the comment section off. You will be muted. You will be blocked if you are caught engaging in ableism, misogyny, racism, homophobia, transphobia, and you guys are being fucking weird. Stop it. Stop it. I'm telling you, you can, if you are so hell-bent on being harmful, then go do that shit somewhere else. You will not do it here. Fucking stop. This is the second time I've said this today.
I don't want you to worry about. I don't
I'm
read
talking
that.
to my actual community.
I know, but I don't want you to feel like they're harming me because I didn't. I'm engaging
lady,
with
listen,
you.
I don't know you. I'm talking about us being better people.
Okay. I understand. I'm just letting you know I'm okay. That they're not hurting me. I promise. I don't get harmed by things that I know aren't real. I know the conversation I'm trying to have with you is so real right now that they're not here. That's how serious it is for me, because I have to be. I was on the left. Imagine realizing that.
For a second, Ari, what's going on?
This is gonna be really hard.
I'm just
it's checking
really hard. How are you doing, Santana? Checking on you.
I was having fun until I saw the shit in the chat, and now I'm like, fuck this.
Maybe you could ask me something because I don't know how to engage with how I can show you why I see what you're doing without like just defending that you're right. Maybe you could have questions for me to see how I got to where I got to.
Yeah,
okay.
What happened
at the moment?
I'm sorry.
Yeah. What's your name?
My name?
Mm-hmm.
Autumn.
Autumn. How are you doing today, Autumn?
I'm okay.
Okay.
Well, I'm trying to do something that's going to be really hard for no reward for me because I have to get my community to see what's happening. Is that I just realized I'm not on the left anymore. And you can imagine the enormity of that for me.
Mm-hmm.
Because yesterday I didn't know where to go from here. Because because this is going to be really hard.
And what spurred this?
Because my son went MAGA, and I have not been able to figure out why and how he could still be a good person.
Mm-hmm.
And then me connecting with somebody through the Necessary podcast and finding out how, and then that connection happening in my world where I live in recovery from total life loss, where we live over here where we have survival skills.
Now you don't have to answer this question if you're uncomfortable.
No, I don't mind answering any question.
Are you currently in recovery?
To recover my life stuff, like all
Your
of the
life stuff.
things.
Okay.
Yeah, like a hurricane victim.
Okay, that's
what I've been having to after having beat generational poverty.
Okay. Okay.
Right. So I operate from a Stone Age brain that voice, like the scrambling that when I know that I can make a change because that's changes in my life are bigger than y'all's. It sounds sort of manic, and I recognize that, and that's why I do not engage. But I'm telling you, I'm vulnerable right now because it's the only way that I will be able to just not. I know there's good people that would want to know what I've just realized, so we can turn it around at least and get these bad guys out. That I can see how y'all are the problem.
I hear you, and I receive everything you just shared with me. Tell me more about the voice. What voice?
What voice?
Is it more your conscious?
Oh no, I don't have a voice.
Okay.
I operate like a Stone Age brain. Like I'm in the wild where I know how to survive. This would be trying to engage in that world that y'all have. It would be easier for me. It would be more chill if I had access to services like I know why people choose to be homeless because it's so hard to engage with people who don't have really any suffering. And so I have to try to connect with y'all on that level.
Stop 1 second.
And I don't know how to do that.
Hey, no one needs to say that she's quote unquote clearly unwell. That is not your determination to make. Stop it.
I am prepared for that. I know I look like that to y'all.
It's not about you.
But I know
it's not about you. It's not. Stop. It's about the perpetuation of harm that has been happening more and more and more in our community and in our chat, and we keep trying to. We literally just spend a whole week on late nights trying to address this shit, and they're still doing it. And at this point, I'm getting really fed up. Like, I don't know what we're doing, but fucking stop.
And I know it feels that way to you, but it's not harm. It's not a danger to me. So it is harm.
I'm literally not talking to you.
You're trying to teach people.
At this point, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking directly to my community, to my chat.
So how would what you just said to me be not harmful, but them saying that I'm unhinged because I'm trying to tell you,
drop her.
I am. That's a disconnect in lifestyle.
Autumn, I'm so sorry, babe.
It's fine.
Yeah. How are you doing, Santana?
I was having fun until they started doing that shit in the chat. Like, I mean, we were there, and then like, I don't understand what the fuck they keep doing this for. Like, what are we doing? Like, we keep talking about it. We keep getting called out. The mods are like addressing it in the chat. This is the second time I've had to say this. We literally just spent a whole week on late nights trying to address this, and it's still happening. It's weird.
Yeah. Chat one, just because someone is speaking fast and rapidly does not mean anything is going on. That's not an indicator, right? Two, manic is a diagnosis, right? That's a state of diagnosis. So don't do that. Three, we don't know if that's her normative because we don't know her in real life, right? The people who would know best what state she is the people closest to her, right? So we don't know if that's her normative and that's just how she regularly speaks, or if she's in a different state. We cannot make those definitive statements because for most of y'all, I bet y'all that's your first time meeting her. So knock it off, right? Cut it out with the ableism. We don't know what is happening. Like, we need to do more reading on ableism. It shows up. And also because I've seen some sobriety things in there, also no sobriety. So a lot of times sobriety gets conflated for disability and disability gets conflated for her sobriety. And that's why y'all cannot make those definitive conclusions. You don't know. All right, I'm gonna let you finish up. Sorry about that.
No, thank you. I appreciate it. I like at a moment I was like, well, I don't want to get too far. And like, I kept saying, are you in crisis? And she was like, no. And I was like, okay, well, let me get a second opinion. I didn't see Kay and I didn't see management, but I saw you. And that's why I was like, you know, check in with you and see what you thought. So I appreciate you. Oh, dang. I didn't see you drop. Kelly, can you come off mute? Can you hear me? Literally talking to you now, Kelly.
Yo, did you unmute me?
Yep.
I can't hear you guys. What the fuck? I got my volume all the way up.
Did you check the gain in your volume?
I literally cannot. I can't hear you. Nor can I type anything in the chat.
Did you adjust the gain?
You get my private chat?
I literally told him like that we could hear him and he had the volume turned down. I'm going to read off what I'm typing to him. You might have to drop and come back in, but if you do not run ! Request right back !
Do you have me unmuted right now?
Yeah.
I love your comment section, dude. I love you just put me on mute and everybody's in there bashing me about shit.
Look at the chat. Look at the private chat. Sent you a message.
Sorry, dude. I can't hear you. I'm gonna try to leave and come back in. I don't know if it'll reset it or what.
Look at the private chat. Y'all think he coming back? Do y'all think he's coming back? Over under of him coming back. Still waiting. Still waiting. Chat, I don't think he's gonna come back. Yeah, I think he gone. That's such a fucking cop-out. That's such a fucking cop-out. Instead of him just admitting that he was wrong, holy fuck, that's such a cop-out. That's such a cop-out. I think it was intentional as well. Like, I think he turned his volume down. I even put in the chat, I think he turned his volume down and made the decision not to turn it back up. Hi. How are you a Trump supporter? Disagree with anything in the background? Jen, are you a Trump supporter? Disagree with anything in the background? Okay, the echo is fucking wicked. How are you a Trump supporter? Disagree with anything on the background? Robbie, are you a Trump supporter? Disagree with anything in the background? That's a mistake. Debbie's in chat for Jay for the $2 donation saying, stop breaking Trump supporters. This is their day. Yeah. That was in the chat for Jay as well for the one saying, Ninja, you know you didn't break out I know you didn't break out the tinfoil hat. Yeah, I had to. I was having fun until, you know, all the fucking ableism shit. What are we doing? That was in chat for Megan for the $3 donation. I said this person might be spent. Yeah, like we don't oh, okay. Yeah, and that's why, like, once I started getting into it, Megan, I was like, hold on, we got to stop for a second. And that's why I needed like a second opinion. So Deb was in chat for Joshua for the 2. Trump supporters are unreasonable and foolish. Yes, they are. Deb was in chat for Marie for the $3.33 donation. Said, I heard jar. I've been summoned. I've got specimen tweezers and a catch cup ready. You should have called fucking Kelly before he left. That was in the chat for Hayes for the $1 donation. Don't read out loud. Okay. Thank you, Hayes. That's actually some good information. I didn't know that. W's in the chat for Catherine for the $3 donation saying, love your show. I love you and love your show. Love every second. But people in the comments were just following your lead. Think about it. Yeah, I know. And see, that's why when I started talking, I immediately shifted and multiple times like, hey, you know, are you actually in crisis? Do you need help? And then that's when I shift from like, you know, do you need help to looking for another opinion? Because I know I have a tendency of getting caught up in the moment and not really recognizing the gravity of the situation. I have a really bad habit of doing that. And usually, you know, guardrails are guardrails are management. And I didn't see either one of them. So I didn't know if it was like just me not being able to properly read it because I was so wrapped up in where I was. But yeah, I agree with that statement. W's in chat for Calvary for the $5 super chat to say, caller, Trump stole from veterans to give to the military. The cuts to the VA will be much more heinous at this time. Don't ever say you support vets. Facts. W's in chat for Calvary for the $5 super chat to say, maggots, please tell me that you condemn the quote unquote Patriot Front march in DC today. Otherwise, save the anti-Semitic sentiments. Facts. Yep, W's in the chat for Megan. Thank you for the 1. I agree, and absolutely. W's in the chat. W's in the chat for Emily, who used their 9-month YouTube subscription to send a super chat to say, "Happy 4th, trans and American, despite the bigots." I know that's right. Fuck them. W's in the chat for all the donos, guys. You guys are absolutely amazing. I appreciate the hell out of all of you. I do. Thank you. Let's see here. Yeah, no, fuck you, Dweeb. I'm not talking to you again. I think we're just gonna call it here, guys. Like, legitimately at this moment, I think that's enough. I think that's enough. I think that's enough. W's in the chat for Alice for the 2 said, hope you're doing okay. I'm okay. I was thinking, ask someone in the chat, yeah, I've thought about that as well. I think more than anything, Alice, is that we have to, I don't know, I'm gonna have to come up with something that's more concise and something that I don't know. I need to do some thinking on that because I got to come up with something because this is becoming more prevalent and that's unacceptable. So I don't know. I'll figure that out. That's my responsibility. That's literally my responsibility. Am I gonna come back later? I don't know. I kind of doubt it. Management and I are gonna we decided to do some hot girl shit today. And so I kind of doubt it. I don't know. I doubt it. Anywho, we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. I'm just gonna call it here. I think that's enough for today. All right, guys. Let us hit the outro.
You stepped in a box, now you're in the ring. Ain't no hugs here, you better take your best swing. Mike Hot, who wanna step in the flame? This ain't a debate, this a mind game. Facts type lies, get left in shame. One wrong word, get slapped out your name. This ain't tick.
Am I tripping? Don't you? Did that hit like a weird tempo where it slowed down? And yeah. Let's try it again. I don't know what just happened with that. Let's try it again.
You stepped in a box, now you're in the ring. Ain't no hugs here, you better take your best swing. Mike Hot, who wanna step in the flame? This ain't a debate, this a mind game. Facts type lies, get left in shame. One wrong word, get slapped out your name. This ain't TikTok T, this a war zone talk. No script, no filter, no safe walk. Bring stats or get scrambled like a glitch. I got fire in my mouth like I came from the pit. Yeah.
Hey, W's in the chat for the chat. W still in the chat for the chat. Guys, we gotta figure this shit out, honestly, because at this point, I don't know what we're doing, but like, we can't and I see a lot of us, like I see the mods trolling the chat. I see a lot of members in the chat trolling the chat. Like, I don't know. This shit is getting so gross, and we can't. Like, we literally can't do it. So, and it's my responsibility. I have to figure this out, and I will figure it out for sure. And I do think it's a lot to do with the way that I engage with people. And yeah, maybe it's just I need to fix what's happening with me. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Anyway, thank you guys for hanging out with me today. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of the day. If you are doing anything, make sure that you safe. Enjoy your family. Peace. I love you guys. Thank you for all the gifts, taps, likes, shares. Thank you for all for hanging out. Thank you for all being absolutely amazing. I love you all, and as always, peace.
No cap, no shield. Better know your stuff or you get